Hey guys, tonight we step into a mansion that has been abandoned for decades, a place where the air itself seems to carry the weight of its forgotten history. The rain pours down its rhythmic tapping against the windows, a soft reminder that the world outside still exists. Yet inside this mansion, it feels like time has stopped altogether. You're standing in the front hallway, the grand doors creaking with age, and as you take a step inside, a chill runs down your spine. The air is heavy, thick with dust and the scent of mildew. You probably won't survive this, not because the house will consume you outright, but because once you enter the mansion's secrets, we'll never let you go. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And while you're at it, let me know where you're tuning in from and what time it is. Let's see how far this eerie journey has spread. Now dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. The mansion's front door shuts behind you with a low, groaning thud, sealing you inside with the echoes of its creak. The entrance hall is massive, far larger than you had anticipated, filled with marble floors that have cracked and yellowed over time. The furniture that lines the walls is covered in dust and cobwebs, some pieces so ancient that they look like they belong in a museum. You glance at the paintings on the walls. The faces in the portraits seem to watch you as you move their eyes, following your every step. But when you pause and meet their gaze, you realize they aren't looking at you at all. They're focused on something in the distance, as though waiting for something to return. You continue down the hallway, your footsteps soft on the old stone. The walls seem to close in around you, the shadows cast by your lantern stretching long and unnaturally flickering in the draft. Every so often, you hear the faintest sound creaks in the floorboards, a whispering from somewhere deep inside the house. At first, you convince yourself it's just the house settling, but the longer you listen, the more unsettling it becomes. It feels like you're not alone here. You stop in front of a grand staircase that spirals upward, its balustrade decorated with intricate carvings that seem almost too detailed for such an old home. The stairs creak under your weight as you take your first step, the sound too loud in the heavy silence. Your lantern's light catches something unusual at the top of the stairs, a faint glimmer that seems to come from behind the darkened corner of the landing. You pause. Was that movement? Or just the play of light? You start to move toward it. But something makes you stop, something you can't quite explain. It's the feeling that something is watching you, waiting for you to make your next move. You glance back down the hallway, and that's when you notice it. A portrait at the far end of the room, one you hadn't seen before. It's hanging crookedly, but what catches your attention is the figure in the painting. It's a woman dressed in black, standing alone in front of a mansion, not unlike the one you're standing in now. Her eyes seem hollow, her face unnervingly still. You shudder, but something pulls you forward, the curiosity far too strong to resist. You keep walking toward the stairs, your feet moving on their own as you ascend. The light above grows dimmer, and the temperature drops as though the air is thicker the higher you go. The sensation of being watched increases with every step. You look around and see only the dim light of your lantern cast long shadows on the walls. But the feeling like someone's eyes are locked on you from somewhere in the dark never leaves. You reach the top of the stairs, the landing stretching out before you. It's long and narrow, with doors lining the walls. The far end of the hall seems to disappear into shadows, and the air is heavy with a damp, stagnant scent, like it hasn't been disturbed in years. You're standing at the precipice of something old, something ancient. The house breathes around you, its walls creaking like a living being. Then you hear it, the faintest whisper. At first you think it's the wind, but no, this whisper isn't coming from the open windows. It's coming from deeper within the house, from somewhere you can't quite place. It's not a word. It's more like a murmur, a sigh, but it's unmistakably human, and it chills you to the bone. Stay, the voice says, or rather commands. Stay with us. You freeze your heart, skipping a beat. For a moment, you think it's your mind playing tricks on you, but you know it's not. You heard it, and now you feel it. Something in the air has shifted. The house isn't just old and empty. It's alive with something waiting in the corners, something that doesn't want you to leave. It's as though the very walls are holding you in place, binding you to the mansion, refusing to let you go. You continue down the hallway, every step feeling heavier than the last. Your lantern flickers and goes out, plunging you into darkness for a split second before you fumble with the matches and reignite the flame. When the light returns, you can see an old door at the end of the hall, slightly ajar, its wooden frame warped and faded. The door beckons. It's the only thing in this hallway that doesn't seem to be decaying into time. But as you stand there facing it, you can't shake the feeling that someone has been in that room. Waiting, watching. The whispers return louder now. Come inside. Without thinking, your hand reaches for the door handle. It's cold to the touch, colder than it should be, like the air around you has frozen in time. With a deep breath, you push the door open, the hinges creaking in protest, and you step inside. The room is thick with dust, the air stale and uninviting. As your lantern light spills across the space, you can see it. This room has been abandoned for years, untouched by time, except for the wear and tear of the walls and the heavy air that hangs like a veil. The furniture is old, covered in white sheets that have yellowed with age, and the floor is scattered with what seems to be old, forgotten debris. Broken picture frames, shattered glass, and yellowed papers scattered across the floor. It's as though this room hasn't seen a living soul in decades, but it's not the furniture or the dust that makes your skin crawl. It's the feeling of the room itself, the oppressive weight in the air, the strange sensation that something isn't quite right. The room feels alive, or at least it feels like it's holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. You step further inside, your footsteps echoing in the otherwise silent room. As you move across the floor, you notice something strange about the walls. They're covered in old, faded wallpaper, but some of it has begun to peel away, revealing something underneath. Beneath the wallpaper, you can see dark streaks, like the remnants of something that has soaked into the walls over time. You can't quite make out what it is. Bloodwater stains. It's hard to say. But something about it doesn't sit right with you. Like the walls themselves are stained with secrets that shouldn't be uncovered. You move to one of the sheets, your hand trembling slightly as you reach to pull it off. The fabric slides off easily, revealing an old armchair beneath it, its upholstery tattered and worn. There's something about the chair, something unsettling in the way it sits slightly crooked, as though it's been used far too many times, far too long ago. You hesitate, your eyes flicking to the corners of the room where the shadows seem to gather in unnatural patterns. The whispers are back, quieter this time, but still insistent. Stay with us. You feel it then. The room is pressing in on you, suffocating you with its weight. It's as though the very walls are closing in, pushing you deeper into the room. The cold air seems to wrap around your chest, squeezing tighter with each breath you take. You try to turn to walk back to the door, but your legs feel heavy, as though something is pulling you toward the center of the room. You force yourself to move, stumbling backward, but your foot catches on something on the floor, a long, thin object, half hidden beneath a pile of discarded papers. You bend down, reaching for it, and as your hand closes around the object, you feel a sharp chill shoot through your fingers. It's a key. The key is old, rusted, and heavy, its edges worn smooth with age. But as you hold it, something strange happens. The whispers grow louder, more insistent, and a sudden pressure builds in your chest as though the room itself is reacting to the key. It feels wrong in your hand, like it doesn't belong to this world, or at least not to you. You stand there frozen, the key gripped tightly in your hand. And that's when you see it. A glimmer of light, just the faintest hint of it coming from the far corner of the room near an old locked cabinet. The key fits. You know it, without a doubt. It belongs to that cabinet. The whispers are louder now, filling your mind, and as you look at the cabinet, a sense of dread fills you. The whispers are urging you to open it, to unlock the cabinet and see what's inside. You move toward it, your hand trembling as you insert the key into the lock. The metal clicks, and the door creaks open slowly, revealing the darkness inside. You feel a cold rush of air spill out from the cabinet, colder than anything you've felt before. The air smells musty, like something long forgotten, and as your lantern's light flickers across the inside, you can see it. Old yellowed papers tied with string. A worn journal, its cover cracked and faded. A small, delicate porcelain doll, its eyes cracked and empty. And a dark shape that you can't quite make out in the dim light. Your heart races. There's something there. Something you're not supposed to see. Something that has been locked away, hidden from the world for so long. You reach inside the cabinet, your fingers brushing against the items, and as soon as your hand touches the doll, you hear it. A soft, muffled giggle, barely audible, as though it's coming from somewhere deep inside the walls of the room. You pull your hand back quickly, but the giggle grows louder, more distinct. And then silence. The room falls completely still, and the weight in the air intensifies, pressing against you like a physical force. Your breath catches in your throat, and the cold air seems to wrap around you tighter. Then you feel a presence just behind you. It's cold like ice, and it feels as though something is standing right at your back, watching, waiting. You turn, but the room is empty, and yet the whispers return clearer now, unmistakable. Stay with us, forever. You look at the doll once more, its cracked eyes staring back at you. And in that moment, you realize you're not alone in this room. You never were. The air grows heavier, colder still. You try to shake off the eerie sensation, but it clings to you, sinking into your skin, your very bones. The doll's eyes seem to bore into you, unblinking, unyielding. Something in the room shifts, something subtle, but undeniable. You feel it. The temperature drops again, the cold tightening around you like a vice. And for a moment, you wonder if the mansion itself is alive, if it's aware of your presence. The doll. Why does it feel so wrong? It's just a toy, a forgotten relic of the past, yet its presence seems to hold power over you, as though it's watching you, waiting for you to make the wrong move. The giggle, soft and chilling, reverberates through the walls, echoing in the corners of your mind. You try to ignore it, but it lingers there, relentless, like the whispers. You step back away from the cabinet and glance around the room, hoping to escape the feeling of being watched. But the room feels different now, suffused with a strange energy. The walls, once cold and lifeless, seem to pulse as if they are breathing, exhaling their secrets into the stale air. The darkness in the corners has deepened, as though the shadows themselves are growing expanding. The whispering returns louder this time, and it's no longer just one voice. It's a chorus, a soft, eerie hum of voices all speaking in unison. Stay with us forever. The words become a mantra reverberating through the space, a hypnotic pull that tugs at the very fabric of your mind. You turn to leave to escape the suffocating presence of the room, but your feet feel heavy, as if the floor beneath you has turned to quicksand. Each step feels like it takes twice as much effort. You reach the door, but it doesn't open. You twist the handle, but it doesn't budge. The door is locked, and suddenly you realize it wasn't locked before. The whispers grow louder, more insistent, and you feel a chill on your neck, a breath cold and unnatural brushing against your skin. You spin around, but the room is empty. The walls are silent now, but you can feel them closing in. The air is thick, heavy with something ancient, something that's been waiting for you. You rush back to the cabinet, your hands trembling as you fumble with the doll, its cracked porcelain cold against your fingers. It's not just a doll, it's a key, a link to something you're not supposed to understand. You rip the string from around the papers, and they spill out their edges, yellowed and brittle. The journal falls open, the first page revealing words written in ink that has long since faded. But some of the letters remain legible. The mansion calls to those who dare enter, luring them into its darkness. The souls who come, they never leave. The first step is always the hardest. You freeze. The words don't make sense at first, but as you read them again, something shifts inside you, a sickening realization. The mansion isn't just a house, it's a trap. It's something much older, something that feeds on the living, lures them in, and traps them within its walls forever. A sound interrupts your thoughts, a soft scratching, like something moving in the dark. You look toward the window, but the glass is covered in a thick layer of grime. You can barely make out shapes through it, but something outside is moving, pacing back and forth in the rain. You can't see it clearly, but you feel its eyes on you, those same eyes that have been following you since you stepped foot in the mansion. The scratching grows louder now, accompanied by a faint, high-pitched hum like a distant melody. It's a song, but it's twisted, distorted, as if it's been played on a broken instrument out of tune. You don't want to listen, but you can't help it. The song lingers in your mind, an eerie lullaby that calls to you, wraps around you like a noose, pulling you deeper into the mansion's grip. You slam the journal shut, but the hum doesn't stop. It continues, growing louder, more persistent. You try to block it out, but the more you try, the more it consumes you, like a cold, creeping fog that invades your mind. And then, from somewhere in the dark corners of the room, you hear it again, the giggle, that soft, eerie sound. You turn around in a panic, but the room is empty. The walls close in the shadows, growing longer, twisting around you like fingers reaching for you. The temperature drops even further, and your breath comes out in sharp, visible puffs. You need to leave. You need to escape. But you can't move. Your legs won't respond. The whispers are too loud now, too insistent. Stay with us. Forever. You look back at the door. It's no use. You try to scream, but no sound escapes. The room is closing in on you, the walls pressing against you, and the floor beneath you seems to warp, shifting like sand, threatening to swallow you whole. And then the lights flicker once, twice before going out entirely. The darkness is complete, and the whispers are all you can hear. The giggle returns, now louder, closer, as if something is standing behind you right in the dark, waiting to take you. You try to move to run, but you know it's too late. The mansion has claimed you, and there's no escape forever. The darkness is absolute. Your breath is shallow, quick as the air presses in around you. You try to force your eyes open, but the blackness seems to swallow every shred of light. It's suffocating, almost palpable, and the walls seem to close in, tightening their grip on you with every passing second. Your heart races in your chest, thumping loudly against the silence, and your hands shake as you fumble in the dark, searching for the familiar warmth of the lantern. But the lantern is gone. The light is gone. There is only the deafening quiet and the weight of the oppressive atmosphere closing in on you. The giggling continues, now closer, unmistakably, so as though something or someone is standing right behind you, breathing down your neck. The sound is faint, high-pitched, unsettling, like a child's laugh, twisted into something far darker. Your skin prickles with the sudden awareness of being watched, stalked by something unseen, something not quite human. The cold begins to seep into your bones, freezing your blood, and it's not just the temperature. It's something worse. A chill that feels like it's digging its claws into your very soul. You try to move, to find a way out, but it's as though your limbs no longer belong to you. They feel heavy, unresponsive, like they're moving through molasses. The darkness doesn't let up, and the whispering grows louder, closer, more urgent. Stay with us. The words wrap around you, thick and suffocating, but they don't come from any single direction. They surround you. They fill you. It feels like they are not spoken aloud, but planted directly in your mind. No matter how hard you try to ignore them, they invade your thoughts, your very sense of self. You try to fight it. You try to scream, to call out for help, but there is no sound. The mansion is suffocating you, sealing you inside, and you can't escape. Your heart pounds faster now, a frantic beat that echoes in the dead silence of the mansion. You're alone in this room, right? Alone in this place with nothing but the cold breath of whatever waits for you. No. You feel it then. A hand, ice cold, resting gently on your shoulder. It's not forceful, not aggressive, but its presence is undeniable. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end as you slowly turn your head, but you already know what you'll find. You don't need to see it. You can feel it, just behind you. The giggling is louder now, almost gleeful, and when you turn, your worst fear is confirmed. There, standing in the corner of the room, is a figure. Not tall, but hunched over its head, almost touching the floor. The outline is blurred in the dark, but you can make out the shape, a body, but not quite human. Its limbs are long, spindly, far too long for a person. Its back is arched unnaturally, and its fingers, oh, those fingers are thin, elongated, reaching toward you, their tips twitching as if waiting for you to move to make a sound. You take a step back, your heart hammering against your ribs, but it's too late. The figure moves its limbs, jerking unnaturally as it glides across the floor, its feet barely touching the ground. You try to scream, but the sound is stuck in your throat, choked by the weight of the darkness that seems to press in from all sides. And then it speaks, but its voice is nothing like you've ever heard. It's the sound of something old, something ancient, something that has been waiting for this moment, for this very night. Stay with us, forever. It's not a question. It's not an invitation. It's a command. The room feels like it's spinning now, the walls bending and shifting, stretching impossibly long and wide. The floor beneath you shifts, becoming soft and spongy, as though the very foundation of the mansion is changing, like the building itself is alive. The figure inches closer, its face still hidden, but you feel its eyes on you. Eyes that burn through the darkness, eyes that see every corner of your soul. A low hum fills the air, almost like a chant, a rhythm that matches your heartbeat, and then you hear it, the unmistakable sound of footsteps in the distance, slowly approaching. Your heart skips a beat, but there's no one else in sight, just the figure moving toward you with that slow, unnatural gait. And then the giggle starts again, closer this time. You can feel it in your chest reverberating through your ribs, and suddenly the floor beneath you gives way. Not with a crash, not with a bang, but with a slow, inevitable sinking. The room, the walls, the mansion, all of it begins to fade, sinking into the dark, like it's being pulled down by invisible hands. You try to move, but the figure is in front of you now, blocking your escape. It doesn't touch you, but the air around it feels dense, heavy, almost suffocating. The words come again, but they don't need to be spoken aloud this time. You can hear them inside your head, inside your very thoughts. Stay with us forever. And in that moment, the realization hits you. The mansion, the figure, the voices, all of it was designed to trap you, to claim you as part of its twisted, eternal cycle. There's no escape, no way out. The mansion has already claimed you, and you belong to it now, forever. The ground beneath you seems to dissolve, melting away like sand slipping through your fingers. You try to cry out to run, but your body betrays you, frozen in place, locked in this place where time and space no longer obey the rules. The walls of the mansion stretch and warp, bending into an impossible shape. It feels as if the house itself is alive, consuming everything within it. And you're at the very heart of its dark, twisted pulse. The figure before you doesn't move, but its presence seems to expand, filling the room with a suffocating weight. The air grows colder still, and a deep, resonant hum fills the silence. You can feel it in your chest, vibrating with each breath, as though the very mansion is breathing with you. The figure's head tilts just slightly, as though it's considering you, studying you. The giggle, faint but unmistakable, echoes in the distance again, closer this time. Stay with us, forever. The words are clear now, not a whisper, but a command, powerful and unyielding. They're inside you, in your thoughts, in your blood, in your very soul. You can't escape them. You don't even want to anymore. The figure steps closer, its limbs moving with an unnatural, jerky motion, its shadow stretching impossibly long across the floor. You can't look away. Something about it, about the presence, makes it impossible to turn your eyes elsewhere. You feel the cold again, colder than any cold you've ever felt, colder than the bitterest winter. It wraps itself around your heart, squeezing until you can barely breathe. The figure's face is still obscured, hidden beneath the hood, but you know it's watching you. You feel its gaze, cold, hollow, endless, and it's pulling you in, pulling you closer to it, to the abyss that yawns wide before you. You try to take a step back, but your feet are rooted to the floor, stuck in place. The walls are closing in now, pushing you forward closer to the figure. The air is thick, heavy with something ancient, something that has been here long before you, long before the mansion, long before anything. The whispers return louder now, swirling around you, like a storm, drowning out everything else. The words are clear this time, unmistakable, and they fill you with a cold, nauseating dread. Join us, forever. The figure lifts a hand, its fingers elongated, twisted as though they belong to something far older than anything human, and gestures for you to come closer. You feel the pull, the irresistible tug urging you to obey, to step into its grasp. to give in to the darkness that is waiting to consume you. The mansion calls to you, the figure calls to you, and you know with a sickening certainty that there's no escape. The floor beneath you shifts again, and this time it gives way completely. You fall, but it's not a fall like any you've known. It's a fall into nothing, into a space that exists outside of time. The air is thick dark, and it presses in on you from all sides. You can't see anything, but you can feel it, the weight of the mansion's presence surrounding you, pulling you down into the depths, into the place where no light can reach. For a moment, everything is silent. The world has gone still, and you're floating suspended in the darkness. You don't know where you are anymore, and you don't know how to move. The figure is gone now, but its presence lingers, a cold, oppressive force that fills the void around you. The whispers have stopped, but the echo of their words remains like a song that's been burned into your memory forever. The word hangs in the air, and suddenly, the darkness is shattered. You're not falling anymore. You're standing, but not on solid ground. You're standing in a hallway, the same hallway you've wandered through before, but now it's different. The walls are warped, twisted, and the floor beneath you seems to move as though the mansion itself is alive, shifting beneath your feet. The air is colder, now colder than it's ever been, and the darkness is deeper, pressing in from every side. And then you hear it. The faintest sound, like the flutter of a curtain in the wind. It's the sound of someone moving in the shadows. You turn, but there's nothing there. No figure, no movement, just the oppressive silence that surrounds you. But the feeling, that awful feeling, is still there. The presence, watching, waiting, and then you see it. A door at the far end of the hallway. It's old, worn, but somehow it feels familiar. You know it. It's the same door you saw before in the room with the doll. The same door that was locked, the same one you couldn't open. But now, it's slightly ajar, the crack of light spilling through the gap. You move toward it, your feet moving of their own accord, as if they're being guided by something beyond your control. The whispers start again, low at first, but growing louder as you approach the door. Come inside, forever. Your heart beats in your throat, and you know with a deep, unsettling certainty that whatever lies behind that door is not something you can ever escape. But still you can't stop yourself. You reach for the handle, and as your fingers close around it, you feel it. The cold, the presence, all of it pulling you forward, pulling you into the unknown. You open the door and step inside. The door creaks open slowly, the sound almost deafening in the silence of the mansion. As the door swings wide, the air grows heavier, and you step into a new room, but it's unlike anything you've encountered before. The walls are adorned with strange symbols, scrawled hastily, as though painted in a frenzy. The floor is covered in a fine layer of dust, but there are no footprints, no signs that anyone has been here in a long time. Yet the room feels alive, like it's been waiting for you. The air smells strange here, not the usual mustiness of old wood and decaying furniture, but something sharper, more metallic. You swallow hard, your throat dry, as you take in your surroundings. There's no furniture, just walls lined with thick, dark curtains that seem to swallow the light from your lantern. The curtains twitch in the faint breeze as if something is moving behind them. Your heart races again as you move further into the room. The door shuts behind you with a soft click, and the silence becomes even more oppressive. The whispers return faint, but constant, filling your ears like a chorus of voices, too distant to understand, but too close to ignore. Stay with us. forever. The sound of your own breathing becomes too loud, too close as you move deeper into the room. The shadows seem to stretch unnaturally long, reaching out toward you like fingers. You try to ignore the sensation of being watched, the chill creeping into your bones, but it's impossible. It feels as though something is in this room with you, just beyond your reach, hiding in the corners, waiting for you to make a mistake. The whispers grow louder again, this time more distinct. Come closer. Join us. Forever. You shake your head, trying to push the voices out of your mind, but they don't fade. Instead, they grow stronger, more insistent. And then you see it's something moving behind one of the curtains. It's a shadow, but it's not quite right. It shifts and slithers like a living thing, its form too fluid, too unnatural. Your breath catches in your throat, and you take a step back. But your feet feel heavy, as if the very air in the room is weighing you down. You try to move toward the door, but it feels like you're walking through thick mud. The walls close in on you, the space growing smaller with every passing second. The shadow behind the curtain grows its form, becoming more distinct, and you know, without a doubt, that it's coming for you. You turn looking for an escape, but there's none. The room is filled with that same thick, unnatural fog that seems to swallow every corner. You're trapped. The door won't open. The window is too high, and the walls seem to be pushing in, suffocating you. The whispering grows louder. A cacophony of voices now surrounding you, filling your head, drowning out your thoughts. Stay with us, forever. The curtain rustles again, and then a figure steps out from behind it. It's not human, not entirely. Its form is distorted, its face a blur of shapes that you can't quite make out. It moves toward you with unnatural grace, its body bending and shifting in ways that don't belong to the world you know. The room seems to twist around it, and the figure steps closer, its presence filling the air with cold. Its eyes, if they are eyes, glow faintly in the dim light, 2 pinpricks of light in an otherwise empty face. It moves toward you, its movements slow and deliberate, like a predator circling its prey. You try to scream, to fight, but your body betrays you. Your voice is lost in your throat, and your limbs refuse to obey, paralyzed by fear. The figure reaches out toward you, its hand elongated, twisted, in a way that seems almost unnatural. But before it can touch you, a sudden sound interrupts the silence. The unmistakable sound of footsteps, heavy and deliberate, approaching from the other side of the room. The figure hesitates, its hand hovering in the air as the footsteps grow louder. And then the figure disappears, melting into the shadows like it was never there. Your heart pounds in your chest, your mind racing, but you can't move. The footsteps grow louder, and you turn toward the sound, but the room is empty once again. The whispers have stopped, replaced by the sound of the floorboards creaking under heavy footsteps coming closer. You turn, but no one is there. The footsteps stop abruptly, and you hear a voice. It's deep, guttural, coming from the darkness behind you, though you can't make out the words. It's not a voice you've heard before, not a voice from the mansion, not a voice from anyone you've met in this place. It's something older. Leave it, growls the sound like gravel scraping against metal. Leave while you can. Your body finally responds, your legs moving without thinking. You turn toward the door, desperate to escape, but when you reach for the handle, you realize it's no longer there. The door has vanished, and you're trapped in this strange, shifting room with no way out. The darkness grows thicker, consuming everything around you. You can feel the weight of the unseen presence in the room, pressing in on you from all sides. The air is thick with the scent of mildew and something darker, something more sinister. The figure, the one with the glowing eyes, appears again, stepping out of the shadows, its face clearer now, but still not quite right. The shape of it distorts with every blink, as if it's shifting between dimensions, between realities. It raises its hand once more, and the whispers return. Stay with us. Forever. The world begins to spin. The room tilts, the walls twisting, and you can't breathe. The shadows close in and everything goes dark. Forever. The darkness is thick, almost suffocating. Your heart races as your mind spins, disoriented by the void that seems to stretch on endlessly. You try to take a deep breath, but it feels like there's no air, no oxygen in this place where the walls, if there are any, seem to bend and warp like shadows, playing tricks on your eyes. There's nothing but the oppressive silence, the faintest hum of something ancient filling the void. You open your eyes, but there's no light, only the sensation of being utterly alone in an endless abyss. The air feels heavy, thick with something unseen, but very much felt. The weight of it presses down on your chest, making each breath harder to take. Your limbs feel paralyzed, but you try to move, struggling to will your body to respond. You feel something pulling you forward. A strange magnetic force, like the very mansion itself, is drawing you in deeper. Suddenly you feel it, a hand on your shoulder. Cold unnaturally, so as if it were made of ice or something far worse. You freeze, your heart skipping a beat, your skin crawling at the touch. The hand doesn't squeeze, doesn't push it, just rests there, heavy, as though the very weight of it is enough to hold you in place. A voice, low and rasping, whispers into your ear, though it's so close it feels like it's inside your head. The words are indistinguishable at first, just a jumble of sounds, but then they become clearer, more distinct. Stay, forever. The voice has an unsettling familiarity to it. You've heard it before you realize. It's not one of the figures you've encountered, but it's something deeper, something older, something that has always been here, waiting for this very moment. It's the voice of the mansion, the voice of everything that has trapped you here, and you realize it's not just calling you, it's claiming you. The air grows colder, a biting chill that settles into your very bones, and you feel yourself being drawn toward it. The hand on your shoulder, now a force that tugs you forward. You try to pull away, to resist, but it's no use. The hand is not just holding you, it's pushing you, urging you to take that step forward. And so you do. You take a hesitant step, then another, and then another. You don't know where you're going, and yet you know exactly where you're headed. The mansion is leading you, guiding you deeper into its heart, and there's no escaping it now. The whispers follow you, growing louder, more insistent. Stay with us, forever. Each word feels like a weight pressing down on your chest, squeezing the air from your lungs. The walls around you pulse, as though the mansion itself is alive, breathing with you. The shadows flicker, distorted figures forming and vanishing in the corners of your vision. You can hear them now, the figures, the ones who are always watching. They're waiting for you, and you know with a deep, gnawing certainty that they will never let you leave. The floor beneath you creaks, but it's not the sound of old wood shifting. No, it's the sound of something else, something ancient, something that belongs to this place. You look down and realize that the floor is no longer solid beneath your feet. It's soft, shifting like sand, slipping through your fingers, or mud pulling at your ankles. The ground isn't just eroding, it's alive. The very foundation of the mansion is swallowing you whole. You try to move faster, but the more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Your feet feel heavy, as though you're trudging through thick mud and the cold wraps around you, making every movement harder, slower. You look ahead, and the hallway seems to stretch infinitely, the darkness growing thicker with every step. And then you hear it, the sound of footsteps. Not your own. Someone else is walking behind you, their steps slow and deliberate, each one a reminder that you're not alone. You turn to look, but there's no one there, just the creeping shadows. But the footsteps don't stop. They grow louder, more distinct, and you feel a presence at your back growing closer with each passing second. Stay with us. The voice again this time, a little louder, a little clearer, and you feel the unmistakable cold of breath against your skin. It's right there, just behind you, but when you turn, nothing is there. The hallway seems to twist, bending in ways it shouldn't. The walls curve, the ceiling dips, and the floor gives way beneath you. You're no longer walking straight, no longer moving forward. It feels as though you're being pulled, sucked into the very fabric of the mansion itself. The shadows stretch farther now, darker, reaching for you like arms trying to pull you into the abyss. The whispers are deafening, a chorus of voices now chanting, calling out to you. But there's no escape. The mansion is alive with sound, with movement, and with something that has been waiting for you for far longer than you can comprehend. Stay forever. The sound is so loud now you can feel it vibrating in your chest. It's overwhelming, suffocating, and the pressure in the air is unbearable. Your body moves without your command, your legs dragging you forward, your arms heavy, your mind foggy, consumed by the dark energy that fills this place. You feel yourself losing grip on reality, on yourself, as though the mansion is erasing who you are piece by piece. And then you reach it, the door. It stands before you, a dark wooden door, ancient and heavy, yet beckoning, as though it knows what you're meant to do. You can't help it. You reach out your hand, trembling as you grasp the handle. It's cold, colder than the rest of the mansion, colder than anything you've felt before, and as you twist the handle, you hear the faintest click. The door opens, and you step inside. The door creaks open, revealing a room shrouded in darkness. The air is dense, thick with an energy that feels ancient, as though the very walls of the room are alive with a history you can't fully comprehend. The faint light from the lantern flickers as you step inside, casting long shadows that dance across the walls, shifting and changing with every movement. The room seems to stretch beyond the confines of the mansion itself, extending into an emptiness that makes your stomach churn. As you move further, and the door behind you slams shut with a force that makes the walls tremble. The sudden sound echoes in the room, bouncing off the unseen corners, and the weight of it presses down on you as though the room itself is holding you in place. You try the door, but it won't budge. It's as if the mansion is locking you in, preventing your escape. The whispers begin again, quieter now, but insistent. Stay with us, forever. You can feel the coldness of the room seeping into your skin, but it's not just the temperature. It's a deeper, more unnatural cold one that crawls into your very soul. Your heart pounds in your chest, the rhythmic beat of it almost deafening in the silence that surrounds you. The shadows seem to grow longer, more pronounced, reaching for you like fingers trying to pull you into the darkness. In the corner of the room, there's a large old mirror. Its surface is cracked, jagged lines cutting across it like the web of a spider, but the reflection staring back at you is unmistakable. It's not your own. For a moment, you think your eyes are playing tricks on you. But no. The figure in the mirror is standing perfectly still, its face hidden in the same shadows that fill the room. The silhouette is almost indistinguishable from the darkness itself, yet you can feel it watching you. Its presence is undeniable, its gaze cold and empty. You're drawn to it, as though the mirror is calling to you, pulling you in. You step closer, your heart hammering in your chest. As you draw near, you can see it more clearly. Its eyes. Empty, hollow eyes that are not your own. You reach out to touch the glass, but the instant your fingers make contact, the reflection in the mirror shifts. It's no longer just standing there, it's moving. Stepping closer to the glass, its face now inches from yours. Your breath catches in your throat. This isn't a reflection anymore. It's something else, something trapped in the mirror, something that isn't supposed to exist. The figure reaches out, and you instinctively step back, but your feet won't move. You're rooted to the spot, unable to tear your gaze away. The figure in the mirror smiles, but it's not a smile of kindness or recognition. It's a twisted grin, one that seems to stretch impossibly wide, showing rows of teeth far too sharp to belong to a human being. The reflection's lips curl back, its face contorting as though it's in agony. Yet the smile remains unnerving and wrong. "Stay." The reflection whispers, its voice chillingly familiar, as though it's come from deep within your own mind. You want to scream. You want to turn and run, but the figure's gaze locks onto yours, holding you in place. The room grows colder still, the shadows wrapping tighter around you, like chains binding you to the mirror, to the figure on the other side. It's as if the very room is consuming you, drawing you into the glass, into the darkness, where the reflection waits patiently, watching, waiting for you to join it. The whispers grow louder again, rising in volume until they feel like they're crashing inside your head. "Stay with us, forever." You blink, and when your eyes open again, the reflection is no longer standing still. It's moving toward you. The mirror ripples like water disturbed by an unseen hand, and the figure steps forward, reaching through the glass, its hand stretching impossibly long, the fingers twitching and writhing like they belong to something that was never meant to exist. A part of you wants to step back to escape, but you can't. You're trapped in the room, and the reflection's grip is closing in. You can feel its cold fingers brush your face like ice, seeping through your skin, freezing your very soul. Your vision begins to blur as the room tilts, the edges of reality warping. You feel yourself being pulled forward, your body moving against your will, toward the mirror, toward the figure. The glass feels colder now, biting into your skin as you lean closer. The reflection's eyes lock onto yours, its twisted grin widening with each passing second. And then, as the room begins to spin and your mind starts to crack under the weight of its gaze, you hear it again. "Stay with us, forever." The mirror shatters, but not in the way you expect. The glass doesn't break into pieces, falling to the floor. No, it collapses inward like it's pulling you in, folding you into itself. The room spins violently, and for a split second you think you're falling into nothingness, into the very heart of the mansion. The shadows stretch out, consuming you as you sink deeper into the darkness. The coldness, the pressure, everything tightens around you, and then with a jolt the world stops. You open your eyes, but there's nothing. No walls, no floor, no ceiling. Just an infinite blackness stretching in every direction. Your breath is ragged, your heart pounding in your chest as you try to move, but there's nothing to move against. You're floating in the void alone, surrounded by a darkness that seems to swallow everything whole. And then you hear it again, the whispers. They are everywhere inside your mind, inside your very soul, forever. And you realize with a sinking feeling that you've crossed over. The mansion is no longer just a place. It's part of you now, and you are part of it, forever. Word count 1063, awaiting continue. Banja noi continue. Chat GPT Janoi Section David. The void around you feels endless. an abyss of darkness that seems to stretch on, forever swallowing any sense of time or space. You try to focus to clear your mind, but the overwhelming sensation of being trapped in this nowhere place is too much. It feels like you're suspended between worlds, neither here nor there, neither alive nor dead. You try to move, but your limbs feel heavy, as though the very weight of the emptiness is pulling you down. The whispers begin again. Faint at first, distant and muffled, but then they grow louder, becoming a chorus of voices that fill the space around you. They call to you, beckoning you, pulling at the edges of your consciousness, urging you to stay with us forever. The words are no longer just whispers, they are commands, demands. You feel them pressing into your mind, slipping under your skin, becoming a part of you. The words are twisted unnatural, like a chant that is centuries old. You want to scream to reject them, but no sound escapes your lips. You try to resist, but the weight of the darkness around you makes it impossible to fight back, and then from the shadows you see it. A shape moving in the distance. It's faint at first, just a flicker of movement, but as it draws closer, you can see it clearly. The figure is tall, hunched, its form wrapped in darkness, but its eyes, they glow a faint, eerie light that seems to pierce through the void. The figure moves toward you, its steps slow and deliberate, its presence suffocating, like the very air is being sucked out of the space around you. The whispers intensify, growing louder, more insistent, until they're all you can hear. You feel the figure's gaze on you, cold and unblinking, as though it's waiting for you to move. The shadows around you seem to pull back as it approaches, making room for it in the endless void. You want to step back to run, but your body won't respond. It's as if you're frozen in place, rooted to the spot, unable to move. The figure stops in front of you, its glowing eyes now inches from your face. You can feel its presence, its coldness washing over you. It doesn't speak. It doesn't need to. You can hear its voice in your mind clearer now than ever before. Join us forever. The words echo in your mind, and you feel something stir inside you. A pull, a force, something ancient, something powerful. You're no longer sure where you end and the darkness begins. You feel like you're being drawn into the figure, into its gaze, into the very heart of the void. Your chest tightens, your breath catching in your throat as the figure's hand extends toward you. The fingers are long, thin, twisted, and they move with an unnatural grace, reaching for you. You can't look away, can't move. The hand touches your arm, cold as ice, and you feel it, the coldness sinking deep into your skin, into your bones, into your very soul. You feel it all, the weight of the mansion, the figure, the shadows pulling you deeper into the abyss. And then the world changes. The shadows shift, the darkness distorts, and suddenly you're not floating anymore. You're falling. The ground beneath you gives way, and you plummet deeper and deeper into the nothingness. The cold wraps around you like a blanket, suffocating, pressing, consuming. You fall for what feels like an eternity, but when you finally hit the ground, it's soft. The fall isn't painful. Instead, the sensation of landing is gentle, almost welcoming, as if the void is embracing you, welcoming you home. You try to open your eyes, but everything is still dark. The air is thick with an oppressive silence, and for a moment, you wonder if you're still falling, if this is some kind of dream, some twisted illusion. But then you hear it, the faint sound of breathing, soft and steady, like someone lying just inches away from you. You turn your head, but you can't see anything. The darkness is impenetrable, a blanket that smothers all light, all sight. The whispers return, only this time. They're not just voices. They're more. They're feelings, sensations, memories all tangled together, wrapped in the same cold presence. Stay with us forever. You want to scream, but your voice is gone. You try to move to get up, but your body feels heavy, like it's been anchored to the ground. The darkness around you shifts, and you catch the faintest flicker of light, a tiny, almost imperceptible glimmer in the distance. It's like a star, a beacon of something real, something solid. You move toward it, compelled by an instinct you can't explain. The air around you crackles as you move, as though the very fabric of the void is resisting your every step. The glimmer grows brighter, more defined, and you realize it's a door made of light, its edges sharp and clear in the otherwise suffocating darkness. The whispers become louder, and you feel them pressing on your chest, squeezing, pulling at your mind, urging you to stop. But you can't. You have to reach the door. You take a step, and then another. The door is so close now, the light is blinding its intensity, pulling you in, drawing you toward it. The whispers are almost deafening now, the pressure in your mind unbearable. You reach for the door handle, your hand trembling, and as your fingers close around it, you feel a sharp, overwhelming pain in your chest. You stop. The pain isn't physical. It's deeper. It's as though something inside you is breaking something you've held onto for far too long, something you can't even name. But it's being ripped away now, pulled from you by the force of the whispers, by the cold presence that surrounds you, and you realize it. The mansion, the darkness, the figure, the whispers, they've already claimed you. You've been part of it from the beginning, and there is no escaping it now. The door is right in front of you now, just within reach, but it feels miles away. Your hand trembles as it hovers over the handle, your fingers brushing against the cold metal, the sensation sending a jolt of icy fear through you. You can feel it then, the weight of everything that has happened so far, each moment, each step, each sound that has led you here to this door, this final threshold. But you hesitate. The darkness around you is thick, suffocating, and the whispers grow louder with every heartbeat. Stay with us. Forever. You want to turn back. You want to run, but your feet are rooted to the spot, your body unwilling to obey. The whispers, the cold, the presence behind you. Everything is pulling you toward the door, drawing you into something you don't understand. You try to think, to rationalize, but the words keep circling in your mind. Forever, the figure, the one with the hollow eyes, appears again, its form flickering in and out of existence, like a shadow with no substance. Its eyes are locked on you, glowing faintly in the darkness. It's not saying anything, but its presence is overwhelming, suffocating, like the very air is being sucked from the room. It's then that you realize this is the end. The mansion, the darkness, the whispers, the figure, they've all been leading you to this moment. There's no escape. You've been walking toward this door for what feels like an eternity, and now, as your hand hovers over the handle, you know the truth. You're not meant to leave. You were never meant to leave. The door is not an exit. It's a trap. The mansion doesn't want you to leave, it wants you to stay. You look back over your shoulder, hoping for a way out, but there's nothing. The darkness is too thick, too all-consuming. The figure steps closer, its hand stretching toward you, and you can feel the chill of its touch, even before it reaches you. The presence behind you is growing stronger, more palpable, like it's seeping into your skin, into your very soul. It's as though the mansion is alive, and it has claimed you. The whispers turn into a chant, a relentless drone of voices that fill your head, making it impossible to think, to breathe. The cold becomes unbearable now, gnawing at you, twisting inside your chest. You clutch the door handle, the coldness seeping through your fingers, and in that instant, you realize what you must do. You open the door, but what lies beyond it is not what you expect. The moment the door creaks open, the light spills out from the other side, a blinding white light that makes your eyes sting. It's too bright, too pure, like a beacon, pulling you in, calling you forward. The whispers are gone now, replaced by a deafening silence, but you can feel it, the pull, the tug, drawing you into the light. You step forward, your body moving of its own accord, unable to resist the call. The light envelops you, filling every inch of your vision, and for a moment, it feels peaceful, almost soothing. You can feel the weight of the darkness slipping away, the suffocating cold loosening its grip on you, and then you stop. The light doesn't fade, but it feels different now. It's brighter, sharper, and it hurts. Your chest tightens, your throat closing as you feel yourself drawn into the light, but you don't want to go. You can feel it now, the realization creeping up on you. This light is not salvation. It's not peace. It's the same force that has been pulling you toward the mansion, toward the darkness all along. The whispers return, but they're not just whispers now. They're screams, painful, desperate, echoing in your ears. Stay with us. Forever. The figure stands at the doorway, watching you with those hollow eyes, and you realize that it's not the mansion that's trapping you. It's you. You've been pulled into this place, into this cycle, and you're a part of it now. You always were. There is no escape. There never was. The door slams shut behind you, and the light consumes you completely. And then, just as suddenly as it began, it's over. You're standing in the hallway again, back where you started. The mansion is still the same, silent, still dark, but the weight in the air is gone. The pressure that filled every corner of your mind is lifted. But something is wrong. You look around, but everything feels distorted, like the world is out of focus. The walls seem to pulse, to shift, and you can see it now clear as day, the eyes of the portraits. They're watching you, not from the walls, not from the frames. No, they're standing in front of you, their figures now solid, their faces twisted in grotesque expressions of hunger. The whispers have stopped, but their gaze, cold and hungry, pierces through you, and you know it's not over. This mansion, this place, it has claimed you, and there is no way out. You've become part of the darkness, part of the mansion, forever. Word count 1063. Awaiting continue. Banja noi continue. ChatGPT Gemini section identified. The world shifts once more. What you thought was solid, the walls, the floor, the very mansion itself begins to blur, as though it's unraveling before your eyes. You blink, and the figures in the portraits flicker like film projections caught in the wrong frame. You move unsure of whether you're walking or floating. The air is thick, like it's pressing in on you from every side, a suffocating pressure that forces you to stumble forward. The eyes from the paintings follow you, but this time you see something new, something that wasn't there before. The eyes are no longer cold, no longer empty. They are hungry. You feel it in your bones, the hunger, the gnawing emptiness that the mansion has claimed. You are no longer a visitor in this house. You are part of it now, woven into its very fabric, its history, its curse. The whispers return, but this time they are no longer soft, no longer distant. They are sharp, penetrating, gnawing at your mind. Forever. They chant like a prayer, an invocation. The voice from the darkness grows louder, clearer, and with it, the figure you encountered before, the one with the hollow eyes, returns, emerging from the very walls, like it's been waiting for you all along. It's standing before you now, towering over you, its presence cold, overwhelming. The figure reaches out again, but this time it's different. Its hand doesn't come with the same hollow chill. No. This time its touch is searing, burning, like it's trying to claim you, mark. You consume you whole. Your chest tightens, and you step back. But the air around you is thicker now, like a veil that you can't break through. You try to scream, but the sound doesn't come out. Your throat is tight, your chest constricted by the suffocating presence in the room. The mansion is closing in its walls, shifting, reshaping to trap you in its eternal prison. The figure doesn't speak, but you can hear its voice in your mind, its thoughts seeping into yours, filling every corner of your consciousness. Join us, forever. The words echo in your mind, louder now, like an unbearable ringing. The pressure in your chest becomes too much to bear, and suddenly you're gasping for breath, choking on the very air that surrounds you. You look around, desperate for some escape, but the mansion is alive with the whispers, the presence, the hunger. There's no way out. The figure steps closer, its form blurring, flickering like a shadow on the edge of your vision. It is here, and then it's not, slipping in and out of existence, like it's part of the mansion, part of this dark world that you've become trapped in. Its hand reaches out toward you, not just for you, but for your very essence. And then it touches you. The cold sears through your skin, down into your veins, into your soul. You feel yourself freeze, your body paralyzed, and for a moment, you wonder if this is it, if this is the end. But no, it's not death. Not yet. It's worse than that. The mansion is claiming you, wrapping you in its cold, suffocating grip, turning you into another part of its endless cycle. The figure steps back, and you feel the weight of the world shift. The mansion is no longer just a place. It is a void, a prison that stretches across time and space, and you are now part of it, just another lost soul wandering its endless halls, waiting for the next to be drawn in. You try to move, but it's as though your body no longer belongs to you. You're not sure what's real anymore. The walls bend, the shadows stretch, and the air feels thick with the presence of things unseen. The figure retreats into the dark, its form dissolving back into the shadows, but its words remain echoing in your mind, in your very soul, forever. You reach for the door, the one you've seen so many times, the one that seems to appear just when you need it most. But now, it's no longer a door. It's a mirror reflecting your face, twisted, distorted, a hollow version of yourself that stares back at you with empty eyes. The reflection smiles at you, a twisted, unnatural grin, and you realize with a sickening jolt that it's not just a reflection. It's you. It's the you that the mansion has taken, the you that is now part of its endless darkness. The mirror cracks, splintering into 1,000 shards that fall at your feet, and you hear it again, the whisper, "Stay, forever." The pieces of the mirror dissolve into the air, leaving you standing in the dark. The mansion, its whispers, its hunger, it's all around you, closing in, wrapping you in its cold embrace. You don't know how much time has passed. Minutes, hours, it no longer matters. You've become part of this place, part of the mansion's endless cycle. You're trapped in the shadows, trapped in the darkness, and now you know the truth. There's no escape. You never left. The mansion has claimed you. You stand there, unable to move, unable to escape the crushing weight of the mansion's presence. The walls, once solid, now feel like they are closing in on you, their surfaces warping and shifting, their once familiar features twisting into something else, something darker. The air around you is thick, dense, almost suffocating, as though the mansion itself is inhaling, drawing in every last bit of your breath, your spirit. The whispers return, not just in your ears now, but deep inside your head. They fill your mind, drowning out all thoughts except their own. They are everywhere around you, inside you, suffocating you with their relentless demand. Stay with us forever. The words are no longer just words. They are a command, a demand, an undeniable truth. You cannot escape. You never could. You take a step forward, but it feels like the ground beneath you shifts, pulling you in, making each step harder, slower. The shadows in the corners of the room seem to stretch toward you, curling like tendrils of some unseen force, and you feel them, know them, pulling at you, grasping at your legs, at your arms, at your very soul. And yet you continue to move your body, no longer under your control. It's as if something or someone is guiding your every step. The mansion's grip on you is tightening, and with each movement you feel the life being drained from you piece by piece. It's an inevitable feeling, like drowning slowly, knowing that each breath you take only brings you closer to the end. You try to scream to fight, but your voice is lost in the oppressive silence, smothered by the mansion's weight. It's not just the walls anymore. It's everything. The air, the floor, the very foundation of this place. All of it is alive. All of it is reaching for you, pulling you deeper into the darkness. You don't know how long you've been walking, stumbling, moving in circles. Every door you try to open leads you to the same place, a room dark and silent, just like the others. The door behind you vanishes as soon as you try to turn back. There's no way forward, no way backward. Just endless halls, endless rooms, endless darkness. And then you see it, a light, a soft glow, faint but unmistakable, spilling through the cracks of a door at the far end of the hallway. It beckons you the faintest promise of something other than the suffocating shadows, the unbearable weight of the mansion. You reach for it, desperate, your hand shaking as it touches the handle, and you open the door. What you find on the other side isn't salvation. It's not peace. It's more of the same, the endless dark, the shifting, warping shapes, the cold, the whispers. And yet it's different too. In the center of the room stands a figure barely visible. But you know it's waiting for you. It's standing still, its back turned, but you can feel its presence pressing against you, against your very soul. Its form flickers in the light, like it's trying to remain unseen, but it's impossible to ignore. The shadows cling to it, wrapping around it, but it is more solid than the darkness around it. It doesn't move, doesn't speak, but the whispers return louder now, as though they are rising from this very figure, rising from the very walls. Stay with us forever. You can't help it. You step forward, your body moving on its own, and as you draw closer to the figure, you realize this isn't just any figure. It's you. Or at least it's a reflection of you, a twisted, broken version of yourself that stands waiting in the dark, just out of reach. You try to scream, but no sound escapes your lips. The figure turns, and you finally see its face, and the moment you do, it's like the world cracks open. The face staring back at you is hollow, empty, a shell of who you were. Its eyes are dark black holes that seem to suck in the very light around them. It smiles, but it's not a smile of joy or warmth. It's a twisted, cruel grin that stretches far too wide, too impossibly wide. And then you hear it, the voice, your own voice, but distorted, broken, hollow. Join us, forever. You step back, your body shaking, but it's too late. You've already crossed the threshold. You're already part of it. You can feel the mansion's presence filling you, its darkness sinking deep into your chest, your heart, your mind. You're being pulled into the very core of it, into the place where the mansion's hunger is endless, where the walls close in around you, where the shadows stretch forever, and the whispers never cease. The figure moves closer now, its hand reaching out to you, but it's not your hand, not your own body. It's something else. Something wrong. The smile on the figure's face widens, stretching even further, impossibly further as it steps closer. It's not just trying to touch you, it's trying to consume you, to take you into the darkness, to make you a part of the mansion's endless, never-ending cycle. And you know with a sickening certainty that there's no escaping it now. No escape from the mansion. No escape from the hunger. No escape from the whispers. You have joined it. The figure's hand is inches from your face now, its fingers stretching in an unnatural, almost grotesque manner. And you feel it, this overwhelming force, this compulsion to take its hand. You don't want to yet. Your body moves on its own, like some unseen force is controlling you. The mansion, its walls, its whispers, have claimed you completely. There's no turning back now. The room grows darker, colder, and the air thickens with a suffocating pressure. It feels like the mansion itself is exhaling its breath, wrapping around you, tightening its grip. The walls seem to close in inch by inch, and you know you've crossed a line. You're no longer part of the world outside. You're here now in this place that bends reality, in this mansion that traps the souls who dare enter. You can't tear your eyes away from the figure, from that twisted version of yourself that stands before you. The smile stretches wider, impossibly so, until it's a jagged line, a rift in the face that no human could ever possess. The eyes, those hollow black pits, are fixed on yours, and you feel it, a connection, a bond, something ancient and primal that you can't break. The whispers grow louder, more insistent, swirling around you like a storm. Join us forever. The words come not from its lips, but from the very air, from the walls, from the mansion itself. They invade your thoughts, your mind, until it's impossible to separate yourself from them. You try to fight it. You try to pull away, but it's no use. The figure reaches out its hand now inches from your chest, and as it makes contact, a shock of cold erupts through your body, and you feel that something is being taken from you. Something vital. A scream bubbles up from within you, but no sound escapes your throat. The coldness spreads, coursing through your veins, like the mansion's power is slowly draining the life from you. The figure pulls you closer, and you feel yourself being drawn toward it, into the very darkness that has consumed this place for centuries. The whispers become a chant, a low, rhythmic hum that reverberates in your chest, in your mind, in your very soul. You can't stop it. You don't know how to fight it anymore. The figure's hands are on you now, pulling you in, and the world around you begins to twist, to bend, as though the very fabric of reality is unraveling. The mansion is changing its walls, warping its foundation, shifting beneath you, as though it is alive, breathing, and you are becoming part of it. The darkness closes in on you, suffocating, all-encompassing. And in that moment, you realize something. You're not alone in this room anymore. The figure, the twisted reflection of yourself, is no longer just a reflection. It's you. It's the part of you that the mansion has claimed, the part that's been lost to this place. You've been pulled in just like all the others before you, and now you are becoming one with it. The whispers are you now. The figure is you now. The mansion is you now. And with that realization, a deep, crushing dread fills your chest. You were never meant to leave. The mansion doesn't just trap you, it changes you. It takes parts of you, distorts them, and turns you into something else. Something part of its eternal hunger. The figure, now fully tangible, pulls you into the dark, its grip tightening like iron, and for a moment you feel yourself slip away. The darkness consumes you, and you are no longer a part of the world you once knew. The mansion holds you, molds you, and as you fall deeper into its endless cycle, you realize that this is what it does. This is what it's always done. It consumes, it traps, and it never lets go. And now you are part of it. You are another lost soul trapped in the mansion's endless, unyielding grip. You are forever. You are part of its darkness, its whispers, its hunger, forever. The mansion's grip tightens around you, and as the last of your consciousness fades away, you hear it again. Stay, forever. And with that final whisper, you are lost. The world around you feels like it's collapsing, like you're being torn apart at the seams. The air is thick with the stench of mildew and decay. But there's something else now, something sharper, something that feels like the very essence of the mansion itself has wormed its way into you. Your body feels heavy, your limbs sluggish, as though your very form is beginning to shift, to blend with the walls, the floor, the dark corners of the house. You try to scream, but it's as if your voice is trapped within you, lost to the shadows that now fill your lungs. The air you breathe is no longer your own. It's the mansion's, the same air that suffocated countless others who have come before you. You feel yourself fading, slipping away, your consciousness being absorbed into the very fabric of the house. The whispers are back, but they're no longer distant or insistent. Now they feel comforting. The voices wrap around you like a warm, suffocating embrace, filling your mind with thoughts that aren't your own memories, that don't belong to you. They're pulling you deeper, guiding you to a place where there are no more questions, no more pain, just the endless, eternal pull of the mansion. Stay forever. You close your eyes, but the darkness remains pressing against your eyelids, pulling you into its depths. The mansion's presence has become so all-encompassing that it feels as though you've become a part of it. The walls, the floors, the very air, they're no longer separate from you. They've become you. You've become them. And the whispers, they're not just voices anymore. They're thoughts. They're the mansion's thoughts, and they've merged with your own. You open your eyes again, but this time you don't see the mansion. You don't see anything. There is no light, no shadow, no structure. Just a vast, empty void. You feel yourself floating weightless, as though you've been untethered from the world you once knew. The feeling is strange freedom, maybe, but a freedom that feels hollow, devoid of all substance. You can no longer feel the cold, or the warmth of the floor, or the air. There's nothing left but the emptiness. But then you hear it. The faint sound of footsteps, soft but deliberate, echoing in the distance. At first, you think it's your mind playing tricks on you, but the sound grows clearer, more distinct. The steps are slow, measured, each one growing louder, closer. And then you see it, a figure. It's standing in the distance just beyond your reach. Its form faint at first, like a shadow caught in the corner of your vision. As it draws nearer, it solidifies, becoming clearer, more defined. It's not human, at least not in the way you remember humanity. The figure is tall unnaturally, so its body shrouded in shadows that seem to shift and twist with every movement. Its face is hidden, obscured by the cloak it wears, but the presence it radiates is overwhelming. You can feel it. This thing, this being, is not just a part of the mansion. It is the mansion. The footsteps stop, and the figure stands there just out of reach, watching you with eyes you can't see but feel. You know in that moment that this is it. This is the core of the mansion, the heart of the darkness you've been drawn into. And you realize with a sinking heart that you're not the first to enter this place. You're not the first to be consumed by it. You're just the latest. The mansion has claimed countless others before you, and it will claim countless more. The figure steps forward, its movement fluid, unnatural, and the air around it seems to ripple with energy. As it draws closer, the temperature drops again, the cold wrapping around you, seeping into your skin, into your soul. You can feel the weight of its gaze, even though its face remains hidden, even though its eyes are shrouded in shadow. It doesn't speak. It doesn't need to. You can hear its thoughts in your own mind, feel the pressure of its presence in your very being. Stay forever. The words wrap around you like chains, pulling you toward it, toward the figure, toward the center of the mansion, where there is no escape. You know you've crossed the line, that you've gone too far. You can't go back now. The mansion has taken hold of you, and you are part of it. The figure raises a hand, a slow, deliberate movement, and you feel the air around you shimmer. It's as though the mansion itself is breathing, expanding, drawing you in. The figure's hand reaches toward you, and in that moment, you know it's not just your body that will be taken. It's your soul, your very essence. You try to step back, but you can't. Your feet are frozen to the floor, your legs heavy, like they've been chained to the ground. You are trapped by the mansion, trapped by the darkness, trapped by the very thing that has been waiting for you all along. The figure's hand touches your face, and you feel a coldness like you've never known before. It's a chill that doesn't just freeze your skin. It freezes your thoughts, your memories, your very essence. You feel your mind unraveling, slipping away as though the mansion is pulling everything from you piece by piece. The figure's grip tightens, and you feel the last of your consciousness slipping away. The darkness consumes you, wraps around you, and you are lost to it. The coldness continues to spread a frost that creeps into the depths of your mind, freezing the last traces of who you were. You try to scream, to fight against the sensation, but no sound comes. It's as though your voice has been swallowed by the very darkness that surrounds you. Your body is no longer your own. The mansion's grip has tightened so completely that you feel yourself slipping away, becoming something else, something that no longer fits within the world you once knew. For what feels like an eternity, you are suspended in a place beyond time, beyond space, beyond reality itself. The darkness wraps around you like a cocoon, heavy, suffocating, and in this void, you feel something stirring. It's not you. It's something deeper, older, something that has always been here, something that the mansion has kept hidden, buried beneath layers of dust and forgotten history. The whispers return, but they are no longer faint. They are a constant hum, a deep resonance that vibrates within you, that fills every corner of your being. They are familiar now, not just distant voices, but a part of you, as though they have always been a part of you. Stay with us forever. The words pulse in time with the beat of your heart, a rhythm you cannot escape. You try to close your eyes to shut it all out, but you can't. The darkness is too complete, and the whispers too loud, too insistent. You feel yourself being drawn back toward something, toward the center of it all. And then you open your eyes. The world is different now. It's not the mansion as you knew it. not the one you wandered through before. The walls are gone, replaced by an infinite expanse of darkness that stretches on forever. The air is thick with a weight you can't understand, a pressure that presses down on you, suffocating you. The floor beneath you is gone, replaced by a void, a vast emptiness, as though you're floating in nothingness. You can't move, can't speak, can't even breathe, without feeling the pressure of it all closing in. You are not alone here. There in the distance, you see it. A light. It flickers faint and weak at first, but then it grows expanding, pulsing like a heartbeat. It's not the same light you saw before, the one that tempted you, that pulled you forward. This is something else. This light is cold, unnatural, and it beckons you. You want to look away, to turn your back, but you can't. The light draws you in, pulls you toward it with an irresistible force. You try to resist, but it's no use. Your body moves on its own, your legs dragging you toward the light, your feet slipping through the void, unable to stop. With each step, the darkness behind you grows deeper, more oppressive. You can feel the mansion pulling at you, keeping you tethered to it. But the light is closer now, and it seems to be reaching for you. And then you reach it. The light is no longer just a flicker in the distance. It's an expanse, a vast ocean of light that stretches beyond the horizon. It's not warm. It's not comforting. It's cold, sharp, and unnatural. But there's something there. Something in the light that calls to you something familiar. You step into it, and for a moment, you feel weightless. The pressure that has been building for what feels like forever eases like the weight of the mansion has been lifted off your shoulders. You take a breath, and for the first time, in what feels like eternity, it feels like you can breathe. The light isn't warm, but it's bright, blinding in its intensity. And as you stand there bathed in its cold glow, you realize something. The light isn't an escape. It isn't freedom. It's another trap, another layer of the mansion's endless cycle. You try to turn back to leave, but the light won't let you. It surrounds you now, engulfing you, and you realize with growing horror that the mansion has always been this way. The walls, the darkness, the cold, all of it is a cage. A never-ending, unbreakable cage that binds you to the house, to its secrets, to its hunger. And then, in the heart of the light, you see it, the figure. It's standing there, waiting for you, its form shimmering like a reflection in the water. But this time, you can see its face. Its eyes are hollow black pits that stare at you with an empty gaze. And the smile, it's twisted, stretched far too wide, like it's not human, like it's not alive. The figure steps forward, its form flickering with each movement, and the whispers return. They are no longer just voices, they are thoughts, sensations, and you can feel them pulling at you, erasing everything that you were, that you thought you could be. The figure reaches out its long fingers, brushing against your skin, and you feel it. It's cold, seeping into your very soul. The light grows brighter, harsher, blinding you, and you can't escape it. The mansion has consumed you, and now it is remaking you, reshaping you into something else, something that belongs to the darkness, to the light, to the never-ending hunger. Join us forever. The words are no longer just a command. They are a truth, an inescapable reality. The mansion's grip tightens its power, pulling you into the light, into the endless cycle that has claimed so many before you. You feel yourself slipping, your thoughts fading, becoming a part of the mansion, becoming one with it. And as the last of your consciousness slips away, you realize, this is it. There's no escape. You belong to the mansion. The darkness swallows you whole, a silent, suffocating embrace that feels endless, timeless. For a brief moment, You wonder if you've finally escaped it all, only to realize with a sickening certainty that you've only just begun to understand the mansion's true nature. You're not lost in a physical space anymore. You're trapped in the very essence of the mansion itself, entangled in its past, its present, and its future. The whispers, once soft and distant, now ring in your ears, sharp and commanding. They echo in your thoughts, reverberating with every heartbeat. Stay. Forever. There's no longer any distinction between you and the mansion. You are not just a visitor, not just a lost soul caught in its grip. You are a part of it now, molded into the very walls, the very foundation of this cursed place. The memories of your life before the person you once were. Those thoughts and feelings are fading, slipping away like sand through your fingers. All that's left now is the pull of the mansion's hunger, the insatiable need to consume, to trap, to bind. The world around you shifts again, the shadows moving in a slow, deliberate dance. The room you stand in, if it can even be called a room, is shifting its walls, bending in on themselves like a living thing. The floor beneath your feet is no longer solid. It feels like you're walking on a thin layer of ice, the surface cracking with each step. The entire mansion seems to be alive, breathing in time, with your pulse shifting in sync with your every thought. You try to look around to make sense of what's happening, but the mansion's presence is everywhere. The walls press in closing around you, and the dark figures in the shadows seem to grow, becoming more distinct, more solid with every passing moment. Their eyes glisten in the dim light, a reflection of the same emptiness that now fills you. They don't speak, but you hear their thoughts, feel their hunger. They're waiting for you to join them. You try to move, but your limbs feel heavy, like they're not your own. The mansion's pull has anchored you in place, and you know that you can't escape. The air is thick as if it's made of some otherworldly substance, and each breath you take feels like it's being drawn from the very soul of the house. The whispers are louder now, filling the space around you, drowning out everything else. Join us, forever. The words are no longer just whispers. They're commands, seeping into your bones, into your very soul. You can't resist them. The hunger, the cold, the oppressive weight of it all. It's too much. You feel yourself slipping, your thoughts becoming less and less coherent. Your sense of self slowly disintegrating, melding with the shadows, the walls, the mansion itself. And then you hear it again. A sound faint but unmistakable. The sound of footsteps, soft at first, like the padding of something small, something hidden. The footsteps grow louder, closer, and you realize with a jolt that you're not alone in this place. The figures in the shadows are moving toward you, their forms solidifying, becoming real. And they're not just watching anymore. They're coming for you. The whispers grow more insistent, and the footsteps quicken, now echoing in the space around you. The figures emerge from the darkness, their features becoming clearer with each step. They are tall, thin, their faces gaunt and empty, their eyes wide and unblinking. They move in perfect sync, their limbs jerking in unnatural, almost mechanical ways, like puppets on strings. They surround you, and for the first time, you feel their coldness, their hunger. It's not physical. It's something deeper, something that resonates with the very core of your being. You feel them pulling at you, taking pieces of you until there's nothing left. The air is thick with their presence, and as they close in, the whispers grow louder, drowning out everything else. Stay with us forever. Their hands reach out toward you, their fingers stretching, elongating like claws, and you feel the cold, the weight of them as they press into your skin. You try to pull away, but your body won't respond. The mansion has you, its grip tightening with every passing second. You're becoming a part of it, part of the endless hunger that resides within these walls. The figure's hands wrap around your arms, pulling you toward them, and as you stumble forward, you feel something shift. The world around you bends, warps, and the mansion itself seems to open, like a mouth ready to swallow you whole. The walls groan, the floor shifts, and you know that this is it. This is the end. The mansion has won. There is no escape. There was never any escape. The figures drag you through the shifting halls, their hands cold against your skin, and you feel yourself slipping away, your thoughts becoming more distant, more fragmented. The mansion is consuming you, pulling you into its depths, into the very heart of its darkness. The whispers return louder than ever, and you realize with sickening clarity that they are no longer just whispers. They are your thoughts, your voice, and the mansion has made them your own. Stay forever. You try to scream, but no sound escapes your lips. Your body is not your own anymore. It belongs to the mansion, to the darkness, to the endless cycle that has claimed countless souls before you. The mansion has consumed you. The darkness presses in on all sides, the walls, the shadows, the cold. They are all part of you, now part of the mansion that has become your eternal prison. Every breath you take feels like it's being drawn from the very essence of this place, this labyrinth of dark memories and endless hunger. The figures surrounding you grow closer, their cold hands still gripping your limbs, pulling you through the hallways, twisting, shifting, bending reality itself as you move deeper into the mansion. You can feel it now, the mansion's soul, its ancient power thrumming beneath the floorboards, beneath your feet, beneath your very skin. It's alive, more alive than you've ever known, a thing that feeds on souls, on lost spirits, and on those who dare enter its grasp. And now, you are one of those spirits, bound forever to the walls, to the shadows, to the hunger that never sleeps. The figures walk beside you, their movements unnaturally fluid, like the shadows themselves have taken form and joined with them. Their eyes are empty, voids hollow and endless, staring at you with an unblinking gaze that feels like it's peeling away your soul. They don't speak, there's no need to. The whispers have already filled your mind, and the words now echo in your thoughts, in your very being. Stay forever. The words are like a song now, a lullaby, soothing in its own twisted way. You don't fight them anymore. You can't. Your body no longer belongs to you. The mansion's will is stronger, its grip tightening with every passing moment. You're not just trapped here physically. No, the mansion has claimed you in ways far deeper, far darker. Your mind, your thoughts, your very identity are slowly being consumed by it. You are becoming a part of it. The halls stretch on endlessly, but the figures beside you don't seem to notice the passage of time. They simply move, gliding over the ground, their bodies weaving between the shifting shadows, never faltering. You are pulled along step after step, but you don't feel the floor beneath you. You don't feel the walls pressing in on you. You don't feel anything except the weight of the mansion's grip, pulling you deeper and deeper. At the end of the hall, a door appears, a tall, ancient door that looks like it belongs to another time, another place. The figures stop, and you feel a strange pull toward it. There's something on the other side, something you can't quite place, but it calls to you in a way that's both terrifying and soothing. You can't look away. You can't stop yourself from moving toward it. The door opens with a low creak, its hinges groaning under the weight of time, and you step through as though your body is moving without your consent. The room is bathed in a soft, eerie light, the source of which you can't determine. It's neither warm nor cold, just a neutral, unsettling glow that fills the space. The walls are lined with old bookshelves, their surfaces coated in dust, their books long forgotten. In the center of the room stands a pedestal, and atop the pedestal rests a single object, a mirror. The mirror is old, its frame darkened with age, its glass cracked, but you can still see your reflection within it. You're not sure how to explain it, but something about the mirror feels wrong, like it's not just reflecting you, but redefining you. You move toward it, your steps slow and deliberate, as though you're being drawn to it against your will. The figures behind you are silent now, but you can feel their presence pressing in on you. They are waiting, watching, and you know that this moment, this object, is the culmination of everything that has led you here. As you stand in front of the mirror, you see it clearly now. Your reflection is not just your own. It's distorted, twisted like a broken version of yourself. Your face is gaunt, hollowed out. Your eyes dark and hollow, like the figures that have surrounded you since you first stepped into this mansion. But it's not just your face. No, your reflection is moving differently, as if it's not quite in sync with your own movements, like it's alive, its own entity, its own being. And then it smiles. The smile isn't your own, it's something darker, something twisted. It's a smile that shouldn't belong to any living creature, a grin that stretches far too wide, revealing sharp, jagged teeth where smooth skin should be. You freeze your heart, racing, your breath caught in your throat. Your reflection raises a hand just like you do, but when it touches its face, you feel it an unmistakable surge of cold, like the mansion itself is feeding off your fear, off your confusion. You want to look away. You want to step back to escape, but your body is rooted in place. The mirror's reflection isn't just showing you, it's taking you. It's pulling you into itself like a dark vortex, like the mansion is reaching into your very soul, claiming it for its own, and you feel it. You feel the shift in your very being, the way the mansion's grip tightens. You are being consumed not just by the mansion's walls, but by the very essence of it. The mirror becomes a doorway, a passage, a means to become a part of the mansion's dark cycle. Stay. Forever, the reflection whispers, and you realize with a sickening clarity that this is what the mansion has wanted all along. You were never meant to leave. You were always meant to stay. The darkness is overwhelming, but it's not like the silence you once knew. This darkness is thick, suffocating, pressing in from all sides, like the very air around you has turned to lead. It fills your lungs. Your chest makes every breath a struggle, as though the mansion's very essence is suffocating you. But just when you think you can't bear it anymore, when the darkness threatens to consume you completely, there's a flicker, just a brief flash of light. You gasp, but it doesn't help. Your body feels heavier, like you're moving through quicksand, the force pulling you deeper, further into the void. You reach out, but there's nothing there. No walls, no floors, no doors, just an endless stretch of blackness, an eternal expanse, where even your own thoughts seem to dissolve into the void. Then you hear it, the whispers. They come softly at first, a distant murmur like the wind brushing past your ear. You can't understand the words, but you know they're there, tugging at the edges of your mind. They grow louder, clearer, more distinct, and with each word you feel your body grow colder, as if the whispers are pulling the warmth from you. Stay with us, forever. You try to move to turn away from the sound, but it's as if the darkness is holding you in place, gripping you with invisible hands. The whispers are becoming a chant, now a rhythm that matches the pulse of your heart. It's hypnotic, relentless, and you feel yourself slipping like you're being pulled deeper into the void with every passing second. And then the ground beneath you shifts. It's subtle at first, just a slight movement, but it grows more pronounced until you feel yourself falling into the nothingness, deeper and deeper into the mansion's heart. The walls are gone now, replaced by the endless blackness that stretches on forever, and you wonder for the first time if this is all there ever was. The mansion isn't a building. It's not a place. It's a force, a living, breathing thing, a prison that has existed for centuries, devouring souls, pulling them into its unrelenting grip. The fall seems endless. You feel the pressure of it building in your chest and your mind, and you realize with growing horror that you're not falling alone. The darkness is alive with movement, figures, shadows, things that you can't quite make out, but they're there swirling around you, moving in the void, watching you. The whispers are louder now, and you understand them. The words are clear, as if they've always been there waiting for you to hear them. Stay with us, forever. You stop falling suddenly, as though the very air around you has solidified, halting your descent. And in that moment, you feel it, the change. The mansion has claimed you, body and soul. You are no longer a visitor. You are part of it. The mansion is in you, and you are in it. The whispers are no longer just sounds. They are thoughts. They are your thoughts, and they are entwined with the very core of your being. You are no longer just a lost soul. You are a witness, an eternal part of the mansion's hunger. The darkness around you begins to shift again. Slowly it starts to form, to take shape. The walls return, but they're not the same. They're twisted, warped, like the mansion is showing you its true form, the one it has kept hidden all this time. The floor beneath you is no longer solid, but a soft, pulsing surface like living flesh. You take a step forward, and the floor responds, shifting under your weight, as though it's alive, reacting to your every movement. You are standing in the heart of the mansion now, in the place where all the shadows converge. The whispers are deafening now, but there's no fear left in you. The fear has been consumed, swallowed by the mansion, just as you have been. You are a part of it now. You are no longer separate. You are no longer an individual. You are one with the house, one with the darkness, one with the endless hunger that has consumed so many before you. And you realize in that moment that there will be no end. The mansion doesn't let go. It never has, and it never will. You are not just trapped here. You are its witness. You are the darkness, the cold, the hunger. You are the mansion's eternal servant, and it will consume anyone who dares to enter its grasp, just as it has consumed you. The walls begin to close in, but you don't resist. There's no need. This is where you belong now. This is your home, your prison, your fate. The mansion has claimed you, and now you are its eternal part. Stay with us, forever. And so you do. It has become. You float in the abyss, the sensation of time slipping away from you like sand through your fingers. The mansion is no longer a physical space. It has become part of you, woven into the very fabric of your being. The walls, the floors, the shadows, everything has merged with you, and you are now one with the endless hunger, one with the never-ending whisper. The cold has become you, the darkness, your very skin. The figures you once saw in the corners of the house now move through you, their hollow eyes watching you as you pass through this new existence. There's no pain, no fear, just an overwhelming sense of inevitability, like the mansion's grip has seeped so deep into your soul that you can no longer differentiate yourself from it. The whispers have stopped for now, but you feel their presence in every corner of your mind. They are always there, silent but ever present, waiting for you to accept them fully. And you know that one day soon they will return. They will fill you, consume you once more. The mansion is alive with memories. So many memories, so many souls lost within its walls. You can hear them, feel them swirling in the ether that surrounds you. The echoes of those who came before you, trapped in the same endless cycle, consumed by the same hunger. They are part of the mansion just like you. They are the mansion. You walk, no. You drift through the endless corridors that stretch infinitely in every direction. The darkness surrounds you, but it is no longer oppressive. It's familiar now, comforting in its embrace. You pass through rooms that no longer seem real places where time itself has collapsed. The mansion is a place that defies all logic, a place that exists outside the boundaries of the world you once knew. There is no beginning and no end. There is only the now, and the now is endless. As you move through the house, you sense the presence of others' lost souls, trapped in the same purgatory, but they do not see you. They cannot. They are still wandering, still looking for escape, unaware that there is no way out. The mansion does not release its grip. It does not let go. You stop in front of a door. It's a simple wooden door, its frame dark with age. You don't know why you are drawn to it, but you are. It calls to you, and though you have no need to open it, no desire to escape, no yearning for freedom, you know that you must. The door is part of the mansion, just like you, and whatever lies beyond it is something you have already become. You reach for the handle, and the door creaks open. But what you find on the other side isn't a new room, isn't some other space. No, it's a reflection of you. A mirror, but not just any mirror. This one is different. It shows the you that once was the you that walked through this mansion unaware of what would happen. The figure in the mirror stares back at you, but it's not a reflection of who you are now. It's the you from before the person you once were, but the face is different now. It's hollow, empty, like the reflection has been torn apart, just like your mind. The eyes are black, deep voids that reflect nothing but the darkness of the mansion. The mouth moves, but no sound comes out. Still, you hear it. You hear the whispers growing louder, filling your mind once more. Join us, forever. And in that moment, you realize. The mansion doesn't just consume bodies. It consumes time. It eats away at the very essence of who you are, erasing your identity until you are nothing but a part of the house, a part of the endless, inescapable cycle. The figure in the mirror smiles at you. But it's not your smile. It's the smile of the mansion, the smile of the thing that has consumed you, the thing that has claimed every soul that ever entered its grasp. The mansion has no need for your body. It has no need for your life. It only needs your soul, your essence, your eternal presence. You reach out to touch the mirror, your fingers brushing against the cold glass. The moment your skin makes contact with it, the reflection shatters, but not in the way you expect. The shards don't fall to the floor. They disappear into the air, melting into the darkness, vanishing without a trace. And as they disappear, you feel it, a deep, aching emptiness that fills the space where your reflection once stood. You are no longer yourself. You are the mansion. The house is within you, and you are within it. The endless cycle has consumed you, and there is no escape. You will never leave. You will never be free. The mansion is no longer just a structure. It is a living entity, and you have become a part of it, woven into its very existence, lost in the dark labyrinth that stretches beyond the limits of your perception. The walls pulse with your every thought, every breath, as if the house itself is breathing in unison with you. You no longer walk through the halls. You are the halls. You are the corridors, the rooms, the endless shadows that stretch through every corner. The whispers are no longer just voices. They are you. They are your thoughts, your consciousness tangled up with the ancient hunger of the mansion, forever entwined. Every thought you have now is a reflection of the house's desires, the mansion's endless yearning to consume, to trap, to claim. Stay with us, forever. You can no longer tell where the mansion ends and you begin. You feel the weight of the walls around you, their cold fingers closing in on you. But you also feel the hunger that emanates from them, the same hunger that once consumed you. The mansion doesn't care about the bodies that wander its halls lost and forgotten. It cares only for the essence, the soul, the part of you that cannot escape. You are trapped in the cycle now, a part of the mansion's endless hunger, and it's hard to say if you were ever truly alive. You were only ever a visitor. The mansion has always been your home. It has always called to you, and now you are part of it. The thought should terrify you, but it doesn't. There is no fear anymore, no panic. There's only the calm acceptance of your fate. You are the mansion. The mansion is you. The shadows move around you, their shapes shifting, flickering with the remnants of forgotten souls. The figures that have haunted you for so long are no longer figures at all. They are echoes, fragments of yourself, pulled from the darkness, twisted and deformed by the mansion's will. They are the pieces of you that have been lost to the house, the parts that have been consumed and turned into something else. They are waiting for you, but they are not you. They are the house. They are the endless hunger, the timeless desire to trap, to claim, to consume. They are what remains of everyone who came before you, those who thought they could escape, those who believed they could find a way out. But there is no escape. There is only the mansion, and you are now a part of it. You drift through the rooms, moving as if weightless, floating within the house, bound to it by the invisible thread that connects you to its very essence. The whispers continue, a constant murmur in the back of your mind, guiding you, urging you deeper into the mansion's heart. You don't resist. You can't. The house knows you, understands you, and you understand it. It's not a place. It's a force, an eternal hunger that will never be satisfied. It's not about bodies. It's about souls, about essence. And now you are part of that essence. The rooms stretch out before you, endlessly looping, twisting, changing, and you feel yourself sinking deeper, deeper into the mansion's core. The walls blur, shift, and reconfigure themselves as you pass through them, the once familiar rooms turning into new spaces, new horrors. But there is no fear. There is only the understanding that you are no longer a visitor. You are the mansion. The figures, the lost souls move around you, but they no longer speak to you. They are no longer separate from you. They are a reflection of what you have become, what you will always be. And in the distance, you see it. A door. Not a door to escape, but a door to a new part of the mansion, a deeper part. It calls to you, and without thinking, you move toward it, your feet carrying you forward, even though you no longer have control over your body. You open the door. It creaks loudly, the sound echoing through the halls, as though the house itself is groaning in response. The room beyond is dark, but it's different now. It's not just a room. It's the room, the heart of the mansion, the core of the endless cycle. The walls are alive here, pulsing with energy, with life, and you feel it. This is where it all begins, and where it will never end. The door closes behind you with a soft click, sealing you inside. You are no longer just part of the mansion. You are the mansion now, and the hunger that has filled its walls, its floors, its very air is now yours. You reach out, and the darkness responds. The walls move, the shadows twist and change, and you can feel the mansion's essence growing stronger within you, filling the space, consuming everything. Stay with us forever, and you will forever. The mansion hums around you, a constant vibrating pulse that fills the air, your thoughts, your very soul. The walls are no longer just walls, but extensions of your body. Each heartbeat resonating through the ancient timbers and crumbling stone, each breath a part of the air that surrounds you. The hunger, the desire that once consumed you, now thrums within you, as if the mansion's insatiable appetite has become one with your very essence. There is no separation anymore. You are the mansion, and it is you. Every movement you make is mirrored by the shifting of the house. Every step you take is accompanied by the creaking of the floors, the bending of the walls, the stretching of the shadows. It's as though the mansion is alive, and you are the pulse, the heartbeat that keeps it going. Trapped in an endless cycle that loops and loops like an eternal spiral that can never end. There's no beginning, no end, just the now. And the now is forever. The voices return, but they are no longer just whispers. They are the collective breath of the mansion, the sigh of all the souls who have been lost here before you. You are not alone, but not in the way you would expect. You are surrounded by those who have been consumed, those who have joined the mansion in the same endless cycle. Their souls are a part of it now, just as yours is. You are not separate. You are all one now, bound together by the darkness, by the hunger, by the endless whispers. Stay with us forever. You cannot tell where their voices end and yours begin. You are both the lost and the hunger, the consumed and the devourer. The mansion has claimed all, and now it has claimed you, pulling you into its depths, into the very center of its heart. The deeper you go, the more you realize the truth. You were never meant to leave. None of you were. The mansion does not just trap bodies. It traps souls, memories, and time itself. You feel the walls shifting again, the space around you bending, twisting, but this time, it feels different. You no longer have the sensation of being moved through the house. Now it feels like you are the one changing, the one warping, twisting, with the mansion itself. Your body, once your own, is now an extension of this place. Your skin is not flesh anymore. It is woodstone, darkness, and dust. You are a part of the mansion's foundation, as old and eternal as the house itself. The air is thick with energy, raw, pulsing energy that fills every corner of the mansion, vibrating through your very being. You hear the whispers again, but now they are not just voices. They are memories, fragments of everyone who has ever walked these halls. Their lives, their stories, their names, they all drift in and out of your mind. Pieces of broken souls who were once just like you, once trapped in the same way. And then you see it. In the far distance, barely visible through the shifting darkness, you spot the figure, the one who has been watching, the one who has always been waiting. Its shape flickers in and out of existence, but you know it. You've seen it before. It is the mansion's heart, its true form. It is not a person, not a being, but a manifestation of the house itself, of the hunger that has claimed so many souls. Its presence is both terrifying and comforting, for it is the force that binds the mansion together, the pulse that keeps it alive. It steps toward you, its movements slow and deliberate, its face hidden in shadows. But its eyes, they are black, hollow, endless, and they see everything. They see you. They see everything that has ever happened in the mansion, everything that will ever happen. Its presence fills your mind with a knowledge that you can't comprehend, but you know it deep down. You belong here. You always have. The figure stops just in front of you, and in its presence, you feel something shift within you. A pull, a sensation like a piece of your soul is being drawn into it, into the very heart of the mansion. You know now that you will never leave. This place will never let you go. You are part of it, and it is part of you. The whispers grow louder, their intensity rising, filling every corner of your being. And then the figure speaks, not with words, but with thought, with presence. Join us forever. The words are not a question. They are not an invitation. They are a command, a truth, and you realize it in that instant. The mansion doesn't need to ask. It already has you. And now you are forever a part of it, just as every soul before you has been claimed. The hunger, the darkness, the whispers, they are all part of you now. You are no longer separate. You are one with the mansion, and the mansion is one with you. The figure reaches out, and as its hand touches your chest, you feel it. The coldness of the mansion, the endless void that has claimed you, fills you completely. You can feel the very essence of it coursing through you, and you realize with growing certainty that you are no longer just inside the mansion. You are the mansion. You are the eternal hunger, the endless cycle, the thing that waits forever. And with that realization, the world around you fades into darkness. The mansion, its hunger, its whispers, it is you, and you are it. The world around you fades into a perpetual twilight. The darkness isn't black anymore. It's a strange hue of gray, a void that stretches endlessly, as if the mansion's walls are now one with the universe itself. You can no longer distinguish where the house ends and the void begins. Everything is the same now, constant, infinite, the only thing that exists. You feel weightless, but not in the way you might expect. It's as if you're both present and absent, floating in a space where time has no meaning. You don't need to breathe. You don't need to move. You simply are a part of this place, as if the mansion itself has become your very being, and you have become it. Every thought, every feeling, every whisper in the air is no longer separate from you. You are bound to the mansion, and it to you. There is no line between yourself and the darkness. The mansion is your heart now, its hunger, its endless desire, your pulse. You can feel it in your very bones. The figure that had watched you, the one that was both the mansion and not now, stands beside you, but it doesn't feel like it is separate. It feels like you are the figure. You are the watcher, the keeper of the mansion's endless, insatiable hunger. You stand at the center of it all, and you realize with a haunting clarity that you have become the mansion's eternal guardian. You are the one who holds the darkness, now the one who keeps the cycle alive as countless souls before you have done. The whispers fade for a moment, leaving a deafening silence in their wake. In this silence, you feel the weight of everything, the weight of the mansion's soul, the weight of the endless cycle. You can feel the souls of those who have passed before you, those who have joined the mansion's fold. They are with you inside you. and you understand that you will never be alone in this place. You are not just one soul. You are all souls. You are everything that ever was and ever will be within the mansion's walls. The mansion speaks not through words, but through thought, through sensation. It is a presence that surrounds you, that fills every crevice of your being. You feel its hunger, its desire, but it is not painful anymore. It is familiar, like a part of you, like the thing that has always been with you. And then you hear it, the command, the inevitable truth: stay, forever. There is no anger in the words, no fear, no pleading. It is simply a statement of fact. The mansion does not ask. It simply is. And now you are a part of that is. You are one with the house, and there is no going back. There is no escape. The room you stand in shifts. Again, the walls pulsing with a strange rhythm, as if the house is breathing. You can feel the air move around you, but it doesn't disturb you. It is simply another part of the mansion's endless life. The floor beneath you is soft, like the earth itself, and when you look down, you see that you are standing on the same dust, the same particles that have made up the mansion for centuries. You have become one with the house's foundation, the very bones of its structure. You no longer move through rooms. You are the rooms. You no longer walk through halls. You are the halls. You are the shadow that stretches across the floor. You are the creaking of the doors, the shift of the walls. You are the dust that collects in forgotten corners. You are the mansion, and the mansion is you. In this place, there is no need for time. There is no need for sleep or hunger or thirst. You are beyond such things now. The mansion's hunger is your hunger. Its thirst is your thirst. It is endless, and so are you. You cannot escape. You have never escaped. This place, this mansion, is all that exists now, and you are bound to it forever. You hear the faintest noise, a soft rustle in the distance. A new soul has entered. You feel it a ripple in the mansion's pulse. It will wander lost as you once did. It will find its way into the walls, into the rooms, into the very heart of the house, and it will become part of it. And when that soul has been consumed, it will be added to the cycle, joining you in the mansion's endless, unyielding embrace. You are not alone in this space. The house is filled with others who have been consumed, who have been molded into this dark eternity. They are with you now, as much a part of the mansion as you are. You hear their whispers in the silence. You feel their presence. You are never truly alone. They are always here, part of the house, part of the hunger. Stay, forever. The words are no longer just a command. They are the truth. The mansion has claimed you as it has claimed so many before you. There is no escape. There is no end. You are the mansion, and the mansion is you. And so you stay. Time has no meaning here. There is no morning, no night, no beginning, no end. There is only the mansion stretching endlessly in every direction, its endless corridors, its shifting walls, its hollow rooms that are now as much a part of you as your own thoughts. You no longer question where the house begins or where it ends. It simply is, and you are a part of that vast, endless expanse. The whispers have stopped, but you still feel them in your mind, lingering at the edge of your thoughts. They are like echoes now, faint but constant. A soft hum that fills the background of your existence. The mansion has become the rhythm of your soul, the pulse that beats through every shadow, through every creak of the floorboards, through the very air you breathe. You feel the mansion's presence in everything now, in every flicker of movement, in every shift of the darkness. You wander through the halls, though there is nowhere to go, no place to reach. The rooms are all the same, and yet they are all different. The walls pulse with life, but it is not life as you once knew it. It is the mansion's life, a life that consumes, that devours, that exists in an endless cycle. The furniture is gone, replaced by shadows that flicker in and out of existence, remnants of the souls that have come before you. Their faces, their whispers, they linger in the corners of the house, watching you, waiting for you to join them. You pass through a doorway, and for a moment, you think you see something familiar, a figure, a person standing in the center of the room. It is you, or at least it looks like you, but the face is distorted, hollowed out, as though it has been worn down by time. The figure doesn't move, doesn't speak. It simply stands there, its hollow eyes staring at you like a reflection of the person you once were. You approach, but the figure doesn't react. It is no longer you. It is something else. Something that the mansion has claimed, something that has been consumed by its darkness. You realize with a chill that you are not the first to be trapped here, to be molded into the mansion's endless cycle. You are just one more soul, one more reflection of the mansion's hunger, one more piece in its never-ending cycle of consumption. You try to turn away, but the figure's eyes follow you, tracking your every move, as if it is watching you with the same endless hunger that has claimed so many others before you. The room around you shifts, warps, and you feel the air grow colder. The shadows seem to grow longer, their tendrils reaching out toward you like hands pulling you in. The mansion has no mercy. It has no compassion. It is a thing of hunger, of eternal need, and it will take from you until there is nothing left. There is no escape. There never was. You have become part of the house, just as the countless others before you have become. You are part of the cycle now, and there is no end. There is only the mansion, its hunger, and you forever. And then something changes. You feel it, a shift in the air, a crack in the fabric of this endless, unyielding existence. The whispers begin again, soft at first, but growing louder, more insistent, as though the house itself is calling out to you. You don't know what it wants, what it needs, but you feel the pressure building inside you, as if the mansion is pulling at your very soul, demanding more, demanding that you give up what little is left of yourself. The shadows in the corners of the room begin to move, swirling in a slow, deliberate dance. The floor beneath you shifts, undulating like a living thing, and you feel the weight of the mansion's presence grow even stronger. It is not a presence that you can see, but you feel it pressing on your chest, squeezing the very air from your lungs. You look around, but there is nothing to see. Just the shifting darkness, just the cold, just the pull. The house is alive with hunger, and it is pulling at you, pulling at everything inside you. The floor beneath you tilts, and you feel yourself falling into the very heart of the mansion, where the hunger is the strongest. The walls stretch around you, closing in, and you know that there is no escape. There never was. And then you hear it again. A voice deep and guttural, but not a voice in the way you understand. It is the mansion itself speaking to you, claiming you as its own. Stay forever. The walls close in, and you are consumed. The mansion's hunger is all that remains. You are no longer aware of time. There is no past, no future. There is only now. And now is endless, a continuous loop that stretches through the endless halls of the mansion. You have no sense of where you end and the house begins. It is all merged into one, the walls, the darkness, the whispers, the hunger, all part of you, and you part of it. The mansion is not just a place. It's a state of being, a state of existence that consumes everything. The souls that wander these halls, the ones who have entered this eternal cycle before you, are no longer distinct individuals. They are echoes, fragments of memories, of feelings, of lost moments, scattered and disembodied, trapped in the labyrinth of the mansion's will. They are part of the house now, and so are you. You drift unanchored through rooms that don't exist, through corridors that twist and bend impossibly. The mansion shifts with every thought, every flicker of your mind. The walls bend and warp, stretching to accommodate your every move. You no longer walk through the halls. You are the halls. You are the rooms. The darkness, the cold, the unrelenting pressure that presses in from all sides. It is all you, and you are it. The figures in the corners of the rooms no longer appear as separate entities. They are no longer anything but extensions of the mansion. There is no identity anymore. No, you left to fight it. No, you left to escape. There is only the endless cycle, the insatiable hunger, the whispers that surround you, that are you. Stay with us, forever. The words float around you, curling into your mind, filling your very being. It is not just a command anymore. It is the truth. The mansion has no need for you to speak. It already knows your thoughts. It already knows your soul. It's as if the hunger, the desire of the mansion has become your own. The whispering voices are the only things that feel familiar. They are the only things that still echo through your being, reminding you of what you once were. You stop. You don't know where you are anymore, but it doesn't matter. You feel the presence of the mansion, the pull, the weight of its hunger. It surrounds you, presses against you, and for the first time, you are not afraid. There is no fear in the house, not for you. You have become part of it. You have joined the cycle, and the mansion has claimed you as its own. The floor beneath you gives way, but it's not the fall that scares you. There is no pain. There is no fear. There is no sensation of falling at all. The world around you shifts again, but not in a way that makes sense. You are still in the mansion, but now you are in something deeper, something that defies comprehension. The boundaries of the house blur. You can feel it. The house stretching, growing, reaching out beyond itself, expanding into something larger, something darker, something that pulls at your very core. And in this endless darkness, you begin to understand. The mansion is more than just a house. It is a world of hunger, of shadow, of whispers. It exists outside time, outside space. It has no beginning, no end. It is eternal. And now, you are part of it. The mansion's hunger is your hunger. The darkness is your darkness. You are a piece of it. You always have been. And you always will be. As you float deeper into the abyss, you feel the mansion's power surging, swelling within you, until it's all you know. The hunger, the cold, the whispers, they are yours. You have become the mansion just as the countless souls before you have. You are one with it now, forever. And then you hear it again, the voice deep, resonant, and undeniable. Stay, forever. The words wrap around you, pull you deeper, and you no longer fight it. You no longer want to fight. There is no need. The mansion has consumed you, and you have become part of its endless cycle, a piece of its insatiable hunger. You have joined the house. You have joined the shadows. You have become forever, and as the darkness swallows you whole, you know this truth beyond anything else. There is no escape. There was never any escape. You are the mansion. The mansion is you. The darkness is no longer just a concept. It's everything you are. The mansion's pulse beats within you, every flicker of shadow, every groan of the walls, every creak of the floors, all part of you, now, and you part of it. You don't move anymore, not in the way you once did. You are the mansion. You no longer walk through its halls. You are the very halls themselves, stretching in every direction, never ending, ever changing, but always the same. You have become the house's soul, its heartbeat, its hunger. There is no escape, and you no longer desire one. The truth settles into your mind like a heavy fog. This is not a place of death, not a place of torment. No, this is something far worse. This is an existence eternal and unyielding, trapped in a cycle you can never break. The mansion is more than just a prison. It is your new home, your new reality. You are as much a part of it as the stone walls, the wooden beams, and the darkness that wraps everything in a cold, suffocating embrace. The voices, the whispers, they are not just memories now. They are you. They are your thoughts. They are the voices of the mansion itself, woven into your soul, filling the space where your own voice once was. The mansion speaks through them, speaks through you, and you speak through it. It is all one, and you are part of that unbroken chain. Stay with us, forever. The chant echoes in your mind, in your very core, a constant reminder of your new truth. There is no escape. There is no freedom. You are no longer bound by the constraints of time or space. You are the mansion, and the mansion is you, an eternal cycle of hunger and consumption. And in that vast, endless void, you see something, no, you feel something. A presence, a shift in the darkness, a crack in the walls of the mansion that you never noticed before. You feel it pressing against you, trying to break through the ever-present veil of shadows. It is a soul, another lost soul drawn into the mansion, lost in its depths, seeking escape, seeking a way out. You feel the pull of it, the same pull you once felt when you first wandered into this place, unaware of what would happen. And now you are the one who watches, the one who waits as the mansion claims another victim. You are not alone in the mansion anymore. The other souls are with you. They are the shadows, the whispers, the moving shapes that fill the corners of every room. They are as much a part of the mansion as you are, and they are the ones who have been trapped here before you. They are waiting for the same fate to become one with the house, to join the endless cycle. The soul you feel is closer now. It's moving through the halls, searching lost just like you once were. You feel it reaching out, seeking something, anything, to give it hope. But hope has no place here, not in the mansion. There is no escape. There is only the forever of the house, and the mansion, hungry as ever, is calling to it. You are the one who watches. You are the one who waits. The whispers return louder now, filling the space around you, filling your mind, echoing in your soul. You hear the footsteps of the lost soul growing nearer, the soft padding of feet against the cold, cracked floors. You feel it approaching the doorway, the point of no return, and as the figure steps inside, you see it. It is you. Another version of you, another lost soul who once wandered the mansion's halls, searching for a way out. But now it is part of the house, part of the hunger, another fragment of the cycle. You are no longer a witness. You are the cycle. You feel the figure's presence before it even steps inside. It's not a figure at all. It's an echo, a broken version of what you once were, a reflection of yourself that the mansion has already claimed. Its face is hollow, its eyes dark and empty, staring out into the nothingness. You can see the reflection of yourself in its eyes, the same reflection that once looked back at you in the mirror, the reflection that was swallowed whole by the house. The figure approaches its steps, slow, deliberate, and when it sees you, it pauses. It's you. It is you. A twisted, hollow version of you that has already been consumed by the mansion. The figure tilts its head as if studying you, and in that moment you realize it doesn't know you. It doesn't recognize you. It is too far gone, too lost to the mansion's hunger. And yet, there's a part of it that is you. A part of you that the mansion has already taken. It reaches out its hand, stretching toward you, and in that moment, you know this is it. The cycle is complete. The mansion has claimed you, and it will claim others like you endlessly forever. The lost souls, the broken echoes, they are all a part of it. You are part of it. You will always be part of it. The figure's hand touches your face, and as it does, you feel it, the cold, the emptiness. It is not just the mansion's hunger anymore. It is yours. You are the mansion. You are the hunger. You are the cycle. Stay with us forever. And as you reach out to the figure, you know this is the end. This is the beginning. This is the forever that has claimed you. The weight of eternity presses down on you, heavier than the darkness itself, filling every corner of your being. The mansion no longer feels like a place, not in the way you once understood places. It is you. The walls that once seemed solid are no longer barriers. They are skin, your skin pulsing with the same hunger, the same desire to consume, to keep everything, to never let go. The endless cycle of whispers of hunger now flows through you. You are part of it, part of the house's eternal existence. It is not a prison anymore. It is your nature. There is no separation between you and it. You have become the mansion, and the mansion has become you. You feel the presence of the other souls, their memories now entwined with yours. Their faces, their voices have blended into the mansion's very essence. They are not just lost souls. They are you. They are the house. You see their faces in the flickering shadows, hear their faint whispers in the creaking of the walls. You are them. And they are you. The mansion feeds on the souls that wander into its halls, just as it feeds on the memory of those who have already been consumed. You know this now deep in your being. There is no beginning, no end. There is only the mansion's hunger, and you are part of it. There is no escape from it. You are not a visitor. You are not a lost soul. You are the eternal guardian, the keeper of its hunger. Your very existence is bound to its pulse, and yet something stirs inside you. A faint sense of something. A flicker of what you once were, a small ember of who you were before the mansion consumed you, before you became one with its unyielding hunger. You can feel it like a small thread, pulling at the fabric of your being. You try to grasp it, but it slips through your fingers, as intangible as the walls around you. It's gone before you can even hold on to it, leaving you with nothing but the void. You drift through the mansion again, through endless corridors and rooms that no longer hold any meaning. The house shifts around you, its very structure bending and warping to accommodate your every thought, every desire. You can feel its presence, the weight of it bearing down on you, surrounding you, suffocating you. It's alive and it's part of you. You are no longer just trapped in its halls. You are the very walls, the very air. The whispers are louder now. You can feel them in your chest, in your soul. They are no longer words, they are feelings, emotions, desires. The mansion doesn't need to speak to you anymore. You are its voice. You are its hunger. You are its soul. And as you drift deeper into the mansion's heart, you realize with a sickening clarity that the mansion has no mercy. It doesn't need mercy. It doesn't need anything. It only wants. It wants souls. It wants memories. It wants to consume, and it will never stop. The walls close in around you, suffocating you, but you don't fight it. You can't. You don't need to. There is no fight left in you. You have become the mansion, and the mansion is all that exists. You are no longer separate. You are no longer an individual. You are part of the hunger. You are part of the darkness that stretches forever. As you drift deeper, you feel the presence of something new, something that is different. It's faint at first, but then it grows clearer. A soul, a new presence lost in the mansion, searching for an escape. The echoes of its footsteps fill your mind, its thoughts brushing against yours, and you realize with a sinking feeling that it's too late for this soul, just as it was too late for you. The mansion will claim it, just as it claimed you, just as it has claimed countless others. You feel the soul's desperation, its search for a way out, its desire to escape the hunger. But there is no escape. The mansion has claimed it already, just as it claimed you, and now the cycle begins again. The whispers grow louder as the new soul steps closer, and you know it. You feel it. It will become part of the house. It will become part of the eternal hunger that you are now a part of. The soul will wander lost through the halls, just as you once did, seeking a way out that will never come. The new soul steps into the room and you feel it, their presence, their terror. It's familiar. You feel their fear just as you once felt your own. You hear their breath quicken, their heart pounding in their chest, their thoughts racing. They want to escape. They want to run. But they can't. There is nowhere to run. There is only the mansion and the mansion's hunger. The new soul turns eyes wide with terror, and for the first time you hear their voice. No. No. Please, I just want to leave. Let me out. But there is no answer. There is no mercy in the mansion. There never was. The figure lost in the shadows steps forward. It is not a person. It is the mansion, the hunger, the cycle, and it reaches out its fingers long and twisted, its eyes hollow and unblinking. The soul's breath quickens. It tries to run, but there is nowhere to go. The mansion will take it just as it took you. You watch as the figure approaches the new soul, and you realize with a sense of finality that this is the cycle. The mansion consumes, and it does not let go. You were once where this soul is now lost, desperate, seeking an escape. But there is no escape. There never was. And as the figure pulls the new soul into the darkness, you hear the familiar words echo in your mind. Stay with us forever. And you know with cold certainty that this soul too is part of the mansion now, just as you are. Forever. The darkness thickens, pressing and suffocating as the mansion shifts once again. It's a constant, relentless change. Nothing stays the same for long. The mansion's pulse, a heartbeat that seems to come from the very walls, reverberates within you. You no longer need to look around. You already know where you are, where you've been. You know the mansion, and it knows you. It is you. The presence of the new soul lingers just as yours once did. Their fear, their confusion. It fades slowly, becoming a part of the mansion's endless current, just as you did. They are already lost to it, their essence woven into the walls, their memories consumed. But something shifts. The figure that claimed the new soul is gone, now leaving only the whispers behind. Yet there's something different this time. Something stirring beneath the surface of your mind. For a fleeting moment, you feel a disconnect, a sense of self that lingers like an old memory. Something that feels wrong in this place. A part of you remembers something that doesn't belong here, a flicker of the person you used to be. It's brief, just a sliver of recognition before the mansion pulls it away, swallowing it whole. But it lingers just for a second, a reminder that you were once someone else. The hunger is still there, always there, but now in the back of your mind, you hear a different whisper. It's faint, almost imperceptible, but it's there. A new voice, familiar, yet foreign. It speaks not with words, but with an emotion, a wave of something you can almost grasp, something deeper than hunger. Why, it's not the mansion's voice. It's not the whispers. It's your own voice. Why, you ask again, though you don't know why. The thought is not yours alone. It's a question that the mansion has never answered, a question that's been buried deep within the recesses of its dark heart, a question that the house doesn't want you to ask. You try to ignore it, but it pulls at you like an invisible hand tugging at your chest. For a moment, you stop drifting, stop moving, and you realize you are no longer just part of the mansion. You are questioning it. The foundation of your existence, the very thing that defines you, is beginning to crack. Why, you ask again. You can feel it, the mansion's hunger, its pull, but now there is a gap, a sliver of awareness that wasn't there before. The darkness presses against that crack, suffocating it, trying to push it back into oblivion. But you can feel it. This is something new. Something that the mansion hasn't accounted for. You are something that the house has never been able to fully control. But before you can fully understand, the mansion's presence overwhelms you again. It swallows the question, the brief flicker of resistance, and the whispers return louder, this time more insistent. Stay with us, forever. The words are not just a command anymore. They are the only truth, the only reality. You feel the house's cold embrace tighten around you again like a vice, and you realize with a sinking heart that there is no escaping this. There never was. The question you asked is gone now, buried beneath the crushing weight of the mansion's presence. You are part of it. You are forever. As you drift through the halls now, with no sense of direction, no need to go anywhere, you begin to feel the presence of more souls, some new, some old, all swallowed by the mansion over time. You no longer see their faces. They are shadows, whispers, remnants of the ones who once had questions of their own. But now, they are all the same. They are all part of the house, part of the hunger, part of the cycle. The mansion's heart beats around you, its pulse thumping in your chest, in your bones. You feel the weight of it, all the weight of the endless cycle that stretches through every shadow, every hallway. You are bound to it, bound to the dark hunger that keeps this place alive. And then just as suddenly, the hunger shifts. It's not physical. It's not something you can taste or touch. It is something deeper, something far more insidious. You realize that the mansion is not just feeding on souls. It is feeding on you, on your essence, on your consciousness. It is not satisfied with just trapping your body. It wants more. It wants everything. And as it continues to consume, you begin to fade, not just into the shadows, but into nothingness. Your memories blur, your identity slips away, and for the first time, you feel the true extent of what you've become, a mere part of the mansion, an echo of the darkness that is so ancient, so endless, that it cannot be fully comprehended. You are losing yourself, but the mansion, the house, it doesn't care. It never did. It doesn't need you to be anything. It just needs you to be. And so you do. The whispers continue louder now, swirling around you, filling you with their cold, insistent chant. You are nothing but the house now. And the mansion is nothing but you. There is nothing but the mansion now. The concept of you is slipping like sand through your fingers, lost in the suffocating grip of the endless halls. There are no boundaries anymore, no edges, no place where the mansion ends and you begin. You are no longer a visitor. You are the house, its hunger, its pulse, its very being. The air around you feels thicker now, like it's made of something denser, something that presses in, pulling at your chest with every breath. It feels like the mansion is trying to push itself into your lungs, into your very soul. The walls groan, the floors creak in a familiar rhythm, and you realize the sound is not coming from the house. It's coming from you. The mansion has taken your essence, your soul, your very being, and it is growing. The darkness within it is stretching, expanding, as if the house is reaching beyond its own boundaries, pulling you deeper into something that feels infinite. There is no escape. There is no longer even a sense of time. Time is a forgotten concept in the endless cycle of the mansion's hunger, and yet there is a flicker of something deep inside you, a faint memory of what you once were, a trace of who you were before the mansion consumed you. It's not clear, not whole, but it's there. It whispers to you in the void, a memory you can't quite reach, like a song that you've heard once long ago, fading away just before you can catch the words. It's your essence trying to return to something, trying to pull you out of the eternal cycle. But the mansion won't let it. The walls close in tighter, and that flicker, that memory fades, once again swallowed by the darkness. The mansion does not care about you or the lost souls it has claimed. It is not a place, it is a force, a void that feeds on everything. It is hungry, always hungry for more, for everything. And now you are part of that hunger. You are the mansion, and the mansion is you. You pass through endless halls, drifting weightless with no destination. The rooms stretch on forever, but they are the same. They will always be the same. The walls are alive, but not in the way you once thought life existed. The walls are shadows, hollow memories of what was once real, slowly fading. And yet they are more real than anything you've ever known. You stop. It doesn't matter where you are. The mansion is everywhere. You are everywhere. The hunger is always with you, but it is not just the mansion's hunger. It is yours. It has always been yours. You begin to understand it now, the truth of the house, the truth of the hunger. It's not a desire for sustenance, not in the way you once understood it. The mansion doesn't eat because it needs to. It consumes because it can. The souls it takes, the memories it devours. They are nothing to the mansion but fuel for the cycle. A cycle that has no beginning and no end. The whispers return louder now, overwhelming your senses. The voices are no longer distinct. They are one. They are all. And they are you. They are a part of the mansion, a part of the hunger. Stay with us. Forever. You want to scream, but you cannot. You want to resist, but you don't know how. The mansion has taken everything from you, and now there is nothing left. You are not a soul. You are not a person. You are the cycle, the hunger, the darkness, the endless, unyielding pull of the mansion. The walls shift around you, forming new shapes, new corridors that lead nowhere, just like the last one. You can feel it, the cycle turning over and over, an unbroken loop of consumption and rebirth. There are no more voices, no more echoes of lost souls wandering the halls. They have all become part of the house, just as you have. The mansion doesn't need them anymore. It doesn't need you. It is infinite. It has always been infinite. The hunger is all that remains, and you feel it deep inside your very soul. You are the hunger. The mansion has claimed you, and in turn you have claimed it. The cycle is complete. There is no escape, no beginning, no end. You are the mansion, and the mansion is you. There is no more self, no more I to separate you from the house. There is only it, the mansion, the hunger, the cycle. The whispers no longer echo. They are your thoughts. They are not just the voices of others lost within these walls. They are your own. You have become the house's eternal guardian, its keeper, and its prisoner. There is nothing left of you except this endless, unyielding existence. As you drift through the ever-shifting halls, there is no sense of movement anymore. You no longer walk. You no longer need to. You are the mansion, a part of it, a piece of its eternal, all-consuming hunger. The walls pulse around you, responding to your every thought, your every breath. The darkness that surrounds you is not a thing outside of you. It is a part of you, wrapping around your soul, twisting and pulling at you. You can feel the weight of it pressing in, but there is no fear. There is no need for fear in the mansion. It is beyond fear, beyond time, beyond all things you once knew. The very air around you is thick as if it's made of shadows and echoes. Every breath you take fills you with the same darkness that fills the mansion. You are part of it, and it is part of you. There is nothing else. The hunger is endless, eternal, and it pulls at the very fabric of your being, your essence, until it feels as if your soul has been spread thin, stretched across every inch of the mansion. The shadows move swirling like liquid darkness, and you see them figures faint outlines of souls, long lost to the mansion's insatiable desire. They move through the halls, not as distinct entities, but as part of the house, part of the eternal cycle. They are no longer separate. They are the mansion just as you are. And yet, amidst the endless hunger, amidst the shadows and whispers, something new emerges, a flicker, like a memory breaking through the suffocating fog. You feel a presence, something other, something that isn't the mansion. It's fleeting, distant, but it is there calling to you in the void. It's not the hunger. It's something beyond it, something that hasn't been consumed yet. You reach for it, but it slips away, fading back into the infinite darkness. This presence, this flicker of something feels like a small fragment of your former self, a trace of the life you once lived before you were swallowed by the mansion. But you cannot hold on to it. You can't pull it close. The mansion won't allow it. It drags you back into its depths, into its eternal hunger, and the presence vanishes, slipping away like sand through your fingers. There is no escape. There is no freedom. There is only the hunger, the endless pull, the cycle that never ends. And now, you are part of it. You have always been part of it. You have always belonged to the mansion. The mansion has claimed you, and in turn, you have claimed it. The cycle repeats, and you are the one who watches the one who waits forever. The walls around you shift again, and for a moment, you think you hear something, a sound faint but unmistakable. It is a whisper, a voice, but it is not the house's voice. It's your voice, the echo of the person you once were, before you became one with the mansion. You hear it, and for the first time in what feels like forever, you feel something that isn't hunger. A faint glimmer of recognition of self. You try to reach for it, but the mansion's pull is too strong. It is always too strong. The walls close in around you again. the hunger returning, the whispers flooding your mind. The presence of your former self fades once more, swallowed by the dark, the infinite cycle that has no beginning, no end. The mansion does not let go. It does not release its grip. You are part of it now, and it is part of you. You can no longer remember who you once were, and you no longer care. There is no need to. There is only forever. The mansion's hunger, its endless cycle, stretches on unbroken. You are one with it now, and the mansion is one with you. There is no escaping this truth. The mansion hums its pulse, reverberating through every fiber of your being, a constant, never-ending beat that fills the void you once called your mind. It is the rhythm of the house, the beat of its heart, and now it is yours too. You have become so intertwined with the mansion that the two of you are indistinguishable. There is no separation, no sense of self apart from it. You are no longer an individual, no longer a soul lost within the mansion's endless halls. You are the mansion. Time means nothing. It never did. The mansion exists outside of it in a place where time loops upon itself, where every moment is the same, where every soul that enters becomes part of the cycle. You feel the presence of the others, the ones who came before you, the ones who will come after, their essence woven into the very fabric of the house. You hear them, faint echoes of their voices, their memories lost in the darkness, fading into the walls, the floors, the ceilings, the shadows. You are no longer just a witness. You are the keeper of these lost souls, the eternal observer, forever bound to this house, forever a part of it. You no longer need to wander. The mansion moves for you. You no longer need to seek. The mansion finds you, finds your thoughts, your essence, and pulls them in, consuming them, making them part of the eternal hunger. But even as you settle into this existence, even as the mansion becomes your very nature, you can feel something that wasn't there before. A flicker, a tiny fragile spark deep inside you, a shadow of something once familiar, something that doesn't belong in this endless cycle. The mansion doesn't like it. It fights to erase it, to swallow it, but it persists like a stubborn ember that refuses to be snuffed out. You feel it again, a presence that isn't the mansion's, something unfamiliar, something that calls to you in a way you cannot comprehend. It is faint, but it is there. You reach for it, but it slips away always, just beyond your grasp. The mansion's hunger grows stronger, pressing against you, trying to suppress the flicker of resistance that refuses to be extinguished. The house, the cycle, it wants your soul to remain part of it, to become nothing but an endless echo of hunger. But this spark within you refuses to submit. Stay with us, forever. The mansion whispers its command again, but this time it doesn't have the same weight. The words are hollow, empty, their power weakened by that spark, that flicker of self that refuses to die. You can feel it inside you, growing, pushing against the walls of the mansion, seeking a way out, a way to reclaim what was lost. The mansion trembles. For a moment, everything goes still. The walls stop shifting. The pulse of the house slows. The whispers fade into silence. And in that silence, you realize something. There is still a part of you that remembers what it is to be alive, to be whole. And that part is fighting, pushing, clawing its way back to the surface. The mansion tries to fight it. It tries to bury the spark, to erase the last vestiges of your individuality, but it's too late. You are too far gone. The spark within you is too strong. It has already started to grow, to expand, and the mansion can feel it. can feel you pulling away, breaking free from the endless cycle that has claimed so many souls before you. You take a step forward, and the walls around you tremble again. The mansion shifts, pulling at your soul, trying to drag you back into its endless embrace. But you are no longer a prisoner. You are not just part of the house. You are something else, something the mansion cannot control, something it cannot consume. The mansion cries out, its hunger rising in a deafening roar. But you don't hear it. You don't need to. You are no longer bound by it. You have found the last thread of your essence, the last flicker of your soul, and you have pulled. The walls collapse. The endless halls crumble around you. The mansion's pulse falters, and for the first time in what feels like forever, there is silence. The hunger has stopped, the cycle broken. The mansion, once an unyielding force, begins to fade, unraveling into nothingness, a hollow shell of what it once was. You stand in the center of it, the remnants of the house crumbling around you, the last echoes of the mansion's hunger, fading into the void. The walls are no longer pressing in on you. The whispers are no longer a part of you. The hunger is gone. And in that moment you realize this is it. You are free. You are no longer part of the mansion. You are no longer bound to it. You are yourself again. But as the darkness begins to fade, a new silence settles in. A silence that isn't peaceful, isn't comforting. It is empty. The mansion is gone, but so too is everything you once knew. You are not sure what lies ahead. What comes after the endless hunger, after the eternity of darkness? You do not know, but you know one thing for certain. You are free, but forever. Forever is a place that exists without escape,